Whoa.
Totally
Whoa.
pre-lubed,
Whoa.
goes straight in. Straight short.
I'll have you know I definitely went to the right scene the first time.
I was just saying, I love how it
Yeah, I
was
definitely
me.
did too.
And
Fuck
it's-
up.
I was like, is this a podcast?
I definitely
I
did
speak
not go to the wrong
like
scene for like the second time in a row. Anyway, hi chat. How's it going? I
Hi,
hope you're
chat.
having a wonderful Monday. No real announcements. If you want to play, scan the QR code. There you go. Yeah.
You know the drill.
That I mean, I don't really like. I could do the same announcement, but I feel like it's the same announcement. So like, I don't know.
It's a catchphrase.
Let's stay bold. Hold up. So anyway, let's get started. As soon as my frame rate doesn't drop to a 0 kilobytes per second for some reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's buffering, and I don't
Bruh.
think it's me.
It died.
Say the line. Say the line, streamer. Say the line.
Beep boop. What's the line? Stay bold.
Can we get a cue card?
I need a cue card. You think I can come up with stuff on
Line.
the fly? You think I'm a
Line.
DM or something?
What? Improv? What?
Improv? Okay.
Should we do a last
We're-
time on Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I want to.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Thank you, everyone. If you're interested in becoming a player in a professional campaign, you can learn how to start your adventure by clicking on the link in chat. Anyway. Why is this so unstable? Okay, it fixed itself. We're good. We're good. So,
Things you know,
Who
therapists
did-
ask me all the time.
here's your cue card. Thank you, Ford.
That was good. I heard you, Sonny. That was
I heard it, yeah. Yeah.
Glad
I-
someone appreciates my comedy today.
Hell yeah.
Mr.
Mr. DM,
Yeah.
I'd like to roll to steal your panties.
Yeah, let's start strong. Roll that 20.
Let's go.
I'm very excited. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the 20. I was so sure.
I
I
have this open.
but I beat your one.
I am
Oh, you
one.
did. You did. You did.
Can I have like a square? Not the full panty, but like I
get,
ripped
like,
it a little.
patch. You get like, oh no, you get the little string. You know, like when you have a shirt or something, it's got that loose thread, and you like wind it around your finger to like break it.
Yeah, but then you just end up like unraveling more, and you're like, I'm naked now. Yeah, for real. All right,
Okay.
so it wasn't this time, but it's next time. I feel it for sure, chat.
Next time, and end the session. You got a whole other roll. It's gonna be something. We got it. We got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the last person who gave the history rendition of what happened last time, I believe, was Mads.
Was.
So I'm going to say Mads is immune to giving a history.
Oh, yes. Thank God.
Oh yeah, we have to roll the history check.
Yeah. Highest check gets to tell all about the history.
It would be great if I could log in.
Logging in. I mean, it's not like you need to be in here to play, right?
Logging me in.
Oh, no.
Log it in, log it in.
Why did it open 7 times?
It's so angry.
I know Jack all about history. Smiles.
Well, it's looking like you might be giving the recap there, Snack. Sal needs immunity.
I can't even log in. I'm genuinely not. It won't log me into the thing at all, so I can't do anything. So please,
We'll get you there.
it's not taking any of my logins.
Nah. Oh wait, like your actual login?
Like my genuine, like to get into the forge, I cannot log in. It will not accept anything.
Little bastard.
Why?
And I don't know why, because I always have it logged in, and it's always been through my Google thing, and it won't fucking take it.
It might be a clear cookie, Zingle. Remember how I was doing this where Twitch was like saying that my browser was invalid? It might be a clear cookie, Zingle. It might be a delete cache. We start over. Alright, I can do the history thing since Sunny's
Crying.
oh wait, oh but I don't
Okay. If you do, all right, yeah, all right. I got you.
So what had happened was
So this one time at band camp.
Yeah, it started, we were at the bar and we wanted to basically get and interrogate these guys about the slave trade stuff that's going down, and so we waited in ambush outside the bar, raffled them hard, like it wasn't even a contest. The only thing that hurt was, I think, the initial, what was it, like an acid thing that the guy threw at Sunny? At
In the
Pyrie's
bar, yeah, he had a poisonous acid weapon.
Yeah, there was like some sort of AoE thing that hurt a bit for sure. I remember Pyrie being hurt, but then we pretty much just raffled them and died, and we saved the leader, knocked him out, took him back with us, and we went to our lodgings for the night, and we walk in just covered in blood and nonsense, carrying this man-like luggage into this lovely establishment run by this wonderful woman who just put up with our shit for no reason. And we walk in, and she has us stick him in a back room, and then we go and take care of ourselves for the night and kind of, you know, get some rest, all that stuff, get some food. I just kept taking L's left and right. I tried to roll to get Mad's panties, and just barely failed. And then I remember I woke up and Pyrie was standing over Liari, or rather, but was sitting on her for some reason. Mr. DM
Standing.
had Pyrie sitting on Liari, and there was a funny haha grapple moment where there could have been sauce, but Pyrie said no sauce, only breakfast, and then Liari drowned her sorrows in booze. And we eventually, later in the day, after everyone woke up from their full rest and got food and stuff, we took the man over to Elias's shop using the back roads, almost got caught, and then we find that the shop has been tossed, and Elias is gone, and it's fucked. And here we are. It's time.
Honestly, that was a really good rendition.
Yeah, that was a really good.
It's almost like it lives in my head rent-free.
Rent-free, or is it trauma?
I was gonna say that.
Only time will tell. Roll for anxiety.
Do it.
Yeah,
Roll a 20.
The tossed shop. Oh no. Just a flat D20?
Yeah. I gotta see what you...
Alright, I'm only middle. That's probably normal levels of anxiety. That's like me on the daily. What the fuck is that 20?
I hate this. I hate this.
The Mads is true to
gods
form
know.
and not even kind of anxious. Just
It's awful.
good to go. Pyrie doesn't know what's happening. And Liari is semi-drunk. Which is all I have in my notes, by the way. They have a hogtie gagged and canvas bag covered Marv with them. Liari is semi-drunk.
Yeah.
We're doing. Oh, whoa, my God! Why is your head huge on my screen?
Heyo.
My entire screen is just Shy's head. How do I make it go away?
Are you zoomed in on the map?
thought of what this fucking.
What is wrong with this group? What do you mean?
I'm operating on 4 hours of sleep, so
You're doing great.
So Pyre's gonna be on point today. Let's go.
I put it in our. It's just Shy's head.
Why is Shy
Shy
so
is
big?
massive.
So funny.
That's awesome.
I do not know how, but she is staring into your soul.
I can move her. Like, she's like stuck. Oh, wait, now she's gone. Oh, she was like stuck to the map, but I could like, if I was moving the whole map thing, it moved her too. So it was just her whole ass PG.
I feel like I just haunted your screen.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay, guys.
We're off to
So-
a great start.
We are off to such a good start. There is an image in the chat in case you'd like to kind of see visuals. However, currently, the party left off having just discovered that the Sage's Garden had been ransacked, broken into, and mostly destroyed, at least from what you can see from the outside. The entire once vibrant storefront now stands in ruins. Broken windows, scattered glasses of shards of glass is the words. And the front door hangs precariously on one set of hinges. As you guys took a moment to look around and see if there were any, perhaps, eyes on the vicinity, you didn't quite see anyone looking at you, or really anyone at all. At this point, you're standing in the middle of this kind of back street, out in front of the partially destroyed, well, entirely destroyed Sage's Garden, carrying the hogtied, gagged, and canvas bag-covered Marv with you. What would you like to do?
I remember last time we, or at least Liari had mentioned going around the back to get to that back room that we had been in previously, so at least we could be out of sight and hide this man that
You just gotta get him off the street. So,
yeah, so we wanted to go, or at least Liari wanted to go to that back room where we had initially interrogated that first guy, episode 1.
So you're going around the side of the building, along that alleyway. Is everybody going, or is just Liari going, taking Marv with her?
Sorry, I need a moment to gather my thoughts.
That's okay.
I laughed so hard that I started coughing and then I threw up, so.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow!
We're doing it to him. We're in it now. We're in the sauce.
I'm
What
fine.
about Mads? That's what I'm doing. Would you like to come with me to the back room?
I'm gonna go with Lara
Okay.
to the back room.
Alright.
Wait, who's carrying the guy?
We were all carrying him.
I'm like
Yeah.
carrying a foot. You're carrying like
Right.
the bulk of him, I'm pretty sure.
In
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
case,
Liari and Pyre were primarily carrying him. As I recall, Mads was carrying like a boot.
okay, then
Mm-hmm.
Pyre is going to kind of just plop him against the side of the fucking building and watch over the dude while they scout.
Okay. You're going into the alleyway, plopping him down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just in
Like-
plain sight, or like you're gonna try and hide him behind something? I mean, he's in a burlap sack, so.
Now, Pyre's just gonna like plop him down, like haphazardly, and then just kind of like sit on him. So you can't go anywhere.
Alright.
So while
If
Pyre
that's
is...
what Pyre wants to do, then I'll go
Yeah.
around and look through the different windows, I guess, to see if there's anybody still on the premises.
Okay. So Liara, you are wandering around the exterior, kind of looking in through the windows that you initially saw people approaching in the first episode. Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Oh, good. I think I'm bad at that.
Even better.
Oh, no, it's not bad. It's okay. It's mid.
All right. So as you look through the window, obviously you see a lot of the rampant destruction. Like, it's not just somebody came in and destroyed everything. There was a huge scuffle in here. And you can tell, at least based on the destruction and how it's kind of almost within like a certain circle of area, you can tell that someone put up a fight. There is a trail of blood leading from around the desk area towards the back room. But there are no windows to the back room, so you are unable to see any further than
But there's a trail of blood leading back there?
that. There's a little trail of blood leading back into the back room, but the door on the inside is slightly ajar, but not from your perspective, you can't quite see it.
Okay. Well, if it's a jar and not a door, I'm going to turn to the other people. I'm sorry. Turn.
I'm so proud and like simultaneously like, God damn it.
It's beautiful.
Oh, Liari's gonna turn to the other two and say, I think it's probably pretty unlikely that anybody is still in here. I do see that there's a trail of blood leading into that back room, but the door's kicked open, so I don't think there's anybody in there, to be honest. Do we want to move inside and figure out next moves? What do we want to do? Does anybody else want to look for clues?
I mean, I'm in the alleyway with the dude sitting on him, so like...
Off in the distance, down the road you just came from the actual like main part of the city, you do hear boots on the cobble, kind of almost marching in kind of a uniform way. They seem to be heading in your direction. Not necessarily like sprinting, but definitely with purpose.
I feel like we should find a place to hide.
Wait, towards us or away from us? The sprinter. The non-sprinter. The moving with purpose, or...
The moving with purpose. They're heading from the main city towards the front of the shop where you just were only a few moments ago. They should be there very shortly.
Yeah, let's hide.
Let's hide.
what do we do?
In fact, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna stealth. I'm gonna hide.
Would everybody like to hide?
Yes.
Tell me how you hide. There's barrels and crates, all sorts of stuff back there.
Uh,
And then
Which
if
one?
you would like to also roll a stealth skill check would be perfect.
I'll probably slip into the shadows behind a barrel or so somewhere. Yeah, if I can. 13 is kind of mid.
How do I open my sheet again?
Double click your
You
character
can,
sheet.
yeah.
Or your little token, or
Yeah, double click your face.
My face.
your face.
Hold on. There's
You
a
double click
picture
your
over my
face.
face. Where the hell am I? Haha! I found me.
I to like hide in one of the bookshelves.
On the inside?
Inside?
Mhm.
So you're gonna climb in a window and hide in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me athletics or acrobatics as well, please.
Okay.
I mainly just want to be positioned within earshot of the front of the store, or that if they're gonna come around the corner, I can get their ankles like you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Did you find it?
Yeah, I have my sheet.
So proud.
First off, I have a question because
Absolutely.
I have Mr. Burlap Sack here.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
You sure do.
Can I just like put a barrel over him, like him in the barrel, but the barrel like over him, like just like.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me. First off, roll me a stealth for yourself and a sleight of hand to put the barrel over him very quietly.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Can I do the sleight of hand first, but then I have a
Yes.
secondary follow-up thing?
Absolutely.
Because I have the funny I can be an animal thing.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can I turn into a tiny creature?
Absolutely.
Alley cat moment.
All right, yeah. Roll sleight of
Ooh.
hand first, and then we'll do the creature. I love this idea. This is gonna be great.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
+3.
Good shit.
Yippee!
Okay. So with all that in mind, Liari,
Uh-huh.
you jump behind a barrel, stealthily, skillfully, going completely silent. Mads, using your acrobatics, you kind of do a little hop off of a barrel, do almost like a I forgot the word, but you go over the windowsill and jump inside
Is
one
it
of
like the hurdle
broken-
thing? When you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
sideways?
Hurdle is the word. So you hurdle over the windowsill, and you jump into one of the broken bookshelves. There's no shelves in it; it's just the case itself. So you're able to just kind of like press your back into it, and you can barely see yourself, if at all. Pyre, you as you make your way, getting up off of Hormarv, you hear, and then you put a barrel over him, and so instead of he's
Fantastic.
all right, and then wild shape. Go ahead and use that. And then what would you like to take the shape of?
So that's the thing. It doesn't list the stuff that we put in before, and I can't find it. And now I'm confused.
You can't find it in your thingy.
Like, I have wild shape, but didn't we have to
Mhm.
like list out like stuff before when we were making it?
Yes. So there are certain animals that you can become based on your current level. I believe you can be essentially like a cat or smaller, but I will
Yeah.
double check all that right
no,
now.
like, because you had me pick out creatures, and I don't know what happened to that list of
I also
creatures.
don't
Because I
know.
thought we put it in the thing, but now it's not there. So I don't know where it is.
Well, for funsies, what would you like to be? As long as it's around the size of a cat, we should just go for it. No worries.
Okay. Can I just be a cat?
Yeah.
Can I just be a cat? Little alley cat.
All right. So an alley cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have
So-
to still roll?
You just go ahead and use your actual wild shape to do so. So you'll just hit the like little roll button, and it'll take one of your two uses. Yeah, just like that.
Cool.
So you are now transformed into a small, whatever color cat you'd like to be, actually.
I like to think it's just the color of Pyre's hair. So
little...
if people see it, they're a little confused by the green on it, but...
It was rolling around in some moss, some island
it's just
moss. Tropical
It's just
moss.
like a weird cat, kind of scrungly.
Got you. All right, so now you're a little scrungly cat. You're just in the alleyway. In this moment, the footsteps make their way closer, stomping, and immediately, suddenly stop as they probably come around the corner to see the actual Sage's Garden. From your guys' current positions, you hear a couple of voices going back and forth. Looks like it was destroyed. Take a look and see if you can find any tracks or anything like that. Yes, sir. You hear a couple of more footsteps as they seem to split up, and one set seems to be walking towards the alley and the other towards the front door.
Can I tell by like looking at them if they look more like police or more like slavers?
Actually,
because I would at least know what a slaver looks like.
No.
But
as they come around the corner to the alley, so you can see them. The first one who sees them is going to be Pyre, but they are dressed in local guard uniform. There seems to be just two. They seem to just be investigating the area for some sort of disturbance that happened somewhat recently.
Interesting.
You said one's going down the alley where I am, where Pyre is?
Where Pyre and
I believe we both are, yeah.
Pyre, Marv, and Liari.
Yep.
As they walk down the way, they don't give any mind to the cat and continue making their way, not hearing any of the muffled coming from the barrel.
And can Pyre as the cat just like curiously follow after them?
Absolutely.
And like go to like rub up against their leg to distract them from shit and see what's happening.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a performance check for me.
Fun!
Let's go.
Hard time. How's your Riz?
I have a +3.
Cat Riz.
Cat Riz, bitches.
Oh, you sure are scrungly. Look at you. 11.
You come up and kind of go up to the leg of the guard who looks down and is kind of like, "Oh, aren't you just adorable? Oh, you're a little scrungly there. Oh, but you're kind of cute." He scritches you between the ears before he kind of like puts his back straight and continues looking around through barrel, like not really looking all that well. He's definitely distracted. It does not notice Liari kind of hidden in between a couple. Mads. On the inside, one of the guards has made their way about towards the center of the room. They are just on the other side of the bookshelf you're hiding in. They don't seem to be coming around the corner. But is there anything you'd like to do?
Can I like try to see if I can hear them talking, like kind of press my head up against the wall, see if I can hear it through the wall or something?
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, they're not necessarily talking. It's just the one guard inside and the one guard outside. So they're just currently looking around.
Okay.
But if you want to roll perception to try and look around and see what they're looking at or doing, you can try and do that.
I kind of want to save my little safe spot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say where I'm at.
Surely.
So with that in mind, Hyrie, the guard, is kind of keeping an eye on you. But he continues making his way around towards the back. And as he gets to the back door, which is currently shut, he sort of like takes a moment to inspect it. You have a pretty solid passive perception. The door itself looks perfectly intact. But you can tell as he touches the handle that the handle itself is completely broken and there is no locking mechanism.
There's no... Okay.
Like it was broken out or something of that.
I think I know, like, I have an option for something for Liari, because I think she would probably wait a while just to see what they do, but if it looks like they're just canvassing, I feel like Liari is gonna want to move out into a position that makes it look like she's just coming up to the store and be like, oh my god, what happened here?
All right.
I was coming to visit my friend. What happened?
Well, you're going to be making your way out to the front then, since the guard is in the back. So if you want to attempt that, roll me a stealth roll.
I mean, timing-wise, she's going to wait until it looks like they're almost done canvassing. So I don't know if there's any other, like, I guess, dialogue you need to move through or whatever.
Not necessarily, but there are other things. So, at that point,
Yeah.
did you want to do that and make your way out while the other two are doing their things, or do you wanted to wait?
So she's waiting there until it looks like they're kind of wrapping up and they're gonna meet up again.
Ah, okay.
If that makes sense, because she's gonna want to try and hear from them what they think happened. Basically, she's gonna be like, "What happened?" You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So then you're hanging out there for a minute.
Yeah.
Hyrie's just gonna continuously just like kind of get in
That
the way and just like
That moment.
weaves between their legs and kind of distracting them would be like, pet me. Like listen, but also like listening to see if they say anything.
Absolutely. So we'll keep that in mind. He seems to be kind of as you stay between and kind of roaming around, trying to, distract, get attention. The guard seems to be very focused on what he's doing, looking at the door and testing it to see if it's safe. And as you make your way around, he starts to get a little agitated. It kind of gives you that like shoot kind of vibe, though you do not quite shoot. With that in mind, he does pull open the door. And as you look inside, you see that the table that you originally had tea on is completely thrashed and broken. A lot of the boxes within the entire back room have been destroyed, ransacked. All the dishes, teapot, everything has just been kind of thrown askew, as if the entire place has been shifted. Mads, as you're in the bookshelf, the guard that was looking around the front of the store hears the movement from the back and makes their way towards that back room door. But upon seeing their friendly guard, they both kind of enter the room and start relaying information. The back door is broken. The entire shop has been thrashed. Doesn't necessarily look looted. There's no obvious culprit. There is a trail of blood leading to the table, but no trail of blood leading away. Hyrie,
Mm-hmm.
you have a good enough passive perception that you see everything, damn it. But what I do need you to do, though, is roll a nature check for me.
Nature check?
A nature check. Okay, it's still above par.
God, I have a +6.
Yeah, that was.
The DC was low. While you're in the back room, listening in on these two discuss things, they seemingly have forgotten that you exist. You remember being in this room, and while it is destroyed, there wasn't a whole bunch of what looks to be a thick green and brown moss growing into the floor near the table. There seems to just be the trail of blood leads to the table, and then there seems to be an interesting correlation of moss growing there. And as you take a look at it, you recognize that this didn't grow here naturally. This was magically induced to grow here. And it seems to say the words Dock 7. But that's all you can make out.
Do I notice anything? Does Pyre notice anything else in like around that would be like a additional message like thing? Or like something
in addition
specific or
to
broken?
the moss.
Like in addition to, or like
Yeah. Roll
anything that was left like not unturned, etc., etc.
Go ahead and roll a perception. Okay. As you look around, it's all really destroyed. It's not anything you can make out. Nothing obvious to you anyway. Let's see. Mads, would you like to do anything?
I don't know. I'm also feeling like Mads would do the same thing as Ilari and kind of try to leave and then make it seem like we're rolling up into the situation instead of already there.
Do you want to try and sneak out the front?
Yes.
All right. Roll some stealth.
Please.
No.
Oh.
Oh, this will be funny.
Let's see if they know.
I swear to God, if they don't notice that, what?
Mads, as you make your way out of the bookshelf, little to your knowledge, you had become a counterweight. So as you step out from inside the bookshelf, you hear it teeter. You hear that thump thump on the ground, on the wood, as you step out, and you quickly turn around and grab it, and you manage to keep it in place. And over in the back room, they do not hear this noise, and you manage to make your way carefully out the front door without being seen.
Thank you, Pyre.
Jesus.
Bushy power, bitches.
Hey.
Amazing.
Always fed the pussy.
I'm gonna find like a tree or something nearby. If there, I'm assuming there's at least some sort of wildlife around outside, and kind of just like post up over there.
Some kind of
Kinda see if-
wildlife? Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be like there's a lot of plants and whatnot. It is a tropical area, so there's lots of greenery and birds and just small animals in the area. So I would say you could probably cross the street and just kind of hang out over there, looking a little more natural than as if
Perfect.
you came out of the actual shop.
Yeah, I'll just go loiter across the street.
Yeah, it's not illegal to loiter, right?
Nope.
Sure.
Liari,
Not in my D&D.
not my D&D. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
As I see the Hobbit struggle.
God damn it. Speaking of struggling,
Yeah.
You
God,
hear
they're so graceful.
Marv now attempting to scoot the barrel. But he's doing
Oh
like
my
a worm situation. It's not going well.
Well, that's so funny. Do I deal with that? How do I think about it? Maybe I'll like whisper into the barrel. Like, if you value your life, you will stay still.
Intimidate.
Yep. Here we go.
Being that he's hogtied in a canvas sack, in a barrel, you hear him go completely quiet.
Okay, and now I'm gonna go join Mads over. We're gonna loiter
Okay.
together.
I'll say you do not
And-
need to stealth over because they're both
Oh.
inside.
Yeah.
So, Pyrie, the guards are still kind of discussing the interior of the store, but it's now all things that you are aware of. There's no new information seemingly coming out of them. It looks like they're going to begin making their way out of the building. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
I think watch them as they kind of leave and see if they anything like stay in the building, see if anything happens after they leave.
Okay. So as the guards make their way back through the door and then out the front, as they're walking away, they sort of are discussing, you know, I remember the shop opening, didn't seem like it got a lot of business. And it sort of fades off as you stay in that back room. You do look around, and you know that there was an additional room back there, which was Elias's bedroom, in case you wanted to explore that as well. But otherwise, you could try and look around more of the store if you wanted to.
Cool, exploring.
Yep.
I like that. Okay.
Go ahead
Seems
and
like
roll
a-
investigation for me.
Okay. That's great.
Well-
That's a full 0.
Whoa!
Because it's based on intelligence, and
Oh
I am
my
not.
gosh.
I
Incredible.
I think you just stepped on glass, my guy. That's crazy.
I like how it's red too. It's just like
Wee woo, wee woo.
Teehee.
All right, so Pyrie, you spend the next probably 10 minutes just snooping around the
Scratching
entire
at the bedroom
place.
door.
I will go ahead and tell you, you don't find anything, but you spend a lot of time looking, and you kind of get distracted by the bed, which is fairly untouched, and there's this nice beam of light on it, and you just kind of like,
That moment.
yeah.
Nap time, bitches. Give me nice and cozy. In a
It's
little.
sleepy time.
It's nappy time. And just curl up in the sunspot. I ain't fucking moving. Pyrie is content.
Pyrie is content. Going to the others, Liari and Mads, you both have been kind of loitering. Have you been talking about what happened inside, or are you just kind of standing there waiting?
Well, I probably, once I linked up with Mads, I would have asked if she saw anything since she was inside.
yeah, and I would have relayed that information, but of just watching around the
course.
area and trying to not be
Ooh.
obvious.
Go ahead and roll me a perception, if you'd like to. Just keep an eye out around the area. Liari, you're also welcome to do that as well, since you're out there.
I see everything. I can
You're-
see
Anna
see
sees
everything.
everything.
Let's go.
We can see the dust particles in the air.
We're
Yeah,
peering
Pyre
into each
doesn't
other's
need
souls, and we have a
shit.
moment.
Pyre
Sorry,
doesn't
wrong roll.
need shit. They can do it. Pyre can take a
All
nap.
right. Liari and Mads. As you both stand there waiting for the guards to come out, you watch as they take their first steps outside the door and back into the sunlight, and they have that like squint moment where your eyes adjust. And right in that moment, you both spot the same flicker of movement behind the shadow of a chimney on a nearby building. There seems to have been some flicker of movement as someone has been standing behind it, watching everything you've done up to this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after that fool. Are you kidding me? Liari books it to try and get that person.
Okay, they're probably... Let me think here. They're probably
Actually,
about 40 to 50
Are they
feet
aware that
away.
I have now perceived them? I could be different about this. Are they aware that I
Well,
perceived
with your
them at this
roll,
point?
I'm going to go ahead and tell you they do not know that they've been spotted by either of you. Especially
Okay,
when they roll a 4.
I'm gonna kind of like nonchalantly, so I wouldn't necessarily lean, but I would definitely talk like in a under my breath type scenario, but not suspiciously. Mads, do you see that person behind the chimney over there?
Yeah, I saw him.
Okay, I want to go get them, and I'm thinking of just sneaking off somewhere and disappearing, and then try to like go get them. Are you gonna stay here, or are you gonna... Pyre? I don't know where Pyre went.
Mm-hmm. Do I know where Pyre is? Do I know that Pyre
Nobody
is
knows where
still-
Pyre is. I would say Liari knows Pyre is a cat,
Right.
but other than that,
Yeah.
she's gone.
Yep. Pyre turned into a cat and was messing around with those guys in the building, and I don't know where she is now.
Okay, I'm going with you.
Okay.
I've been
Because I was gonna stealth. How stealthy are you feeling?
Well, I rolled a 6 a few minutes ago.
What is this
Oh.
rolling you speak of? What is this?
So,
Because if you want to stay here and continue to look like you're gonna gawk, I can sneak away and try to get behind, so it's like one in front, one behind type scenario.
Okay, I'll
Rifle
stay here.
tower that bitch.
as
Yes.
you are discussing this, the guards turn in your direction, seeing that you've just been standing there, kind of doing nothing for quite some time now. They haven't approached yet, but you are now
Yeah.
under scrutiny.
I've never been scrucious in my life. I don't think that's a word.
It is now scrumptious. Scroop. CRUPTIOUS. Scrumptious. To be
Scrucious.
scrutinized.
You ready?
Yeah.
Can we add that to Shy's stream dictionary?
Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
think
Have
so.
a dictionary?
I do.
For things that Shy learns on stream. It's quite
Mhm.
funny.
This is a good one to add, actually.
It's a great one to add.
Well, there's an urban dictionary for it.
Is there really?
Oh my god.
Yeah, wildly passionate about something, usually in reference to actions or causes.
Huh. Interesting.
Huh. We're all learning
So-
today.
But other than that, it's not a real word. It is now.
But it is now.
It is now.
It's not a real
Absolutely.
word, but it is now. By the power
Yeah.
vested in me, through this moderator sword.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yay! Yeah, so I think me and Mads are kind of like agreeing on this sort of like
So do you guys start walking away then?
Nonchalantly split off. I'm gonna walk in a direction discreetly, not towards them, and then disappear into the shadows, and then head towards them.
Okay. Roll me performance, please. Mads, what are you doing? Same thing? Different thing?
I'm gonna see that she's going in a trying to go around situation, and hopefully I have enough battle sense to know that. And I'm gonna kind of like not match her movements, but like parallel them, I guess.
Yeah.
So
do
that
the
way
same
we'll
thing, but
eventually meet. Yeah.
different. Okay.
And maybe just walking down the street.
Yeah. Trying to do
I
it
just don't want-
nonchalantly. Also roll me a performance. Whole group is rolling performance today.
I know, we're being
Please perform well.
actors.
Oh, I'm so mid.
Yeah.
I'm so mid.
I kind of watched.
All right. So as
You-
as you guys are being looked at, by the way, that was the roll. So as you guys are being looked at, Liara, you kind of turn and just kind of do a little stretch, and then you kind of make your way as if you're just getting your day going again. Mads, you turn, and as you start to walk the opposite direction, you chance a glance back at the guards, and they clock you. You are now being followed by the guards.
Good job.
Nah, this is sizist behavior. They,
Because I'm small.
they
isn't
are
it?
discriminating.
All right, now you gotta start a fight with them and be like, "Are you following me because I'm small?"
Because I'm small.
Yeah. Beef with them.
Anyway, do you want my stealth check to fucking
Yeah. So we're gonna start doing this in sections here. Let's start with Liari. So
It was
Liari,
almost a
I need a second one. Guess I can't roll that. Wow, same roll. Interesting. All right, Liari. As you've made your way away from Mads, the guards, and wherever the hell Pyrie went, you make your way around the building that this individual is stationed on. As you get towards the back, you manage to just crunch on a little bit of loose gravel, just like enough in this quieter back area that it's noticeable. And you hear some shuffling on the shingles of the roof above you, but you can't see anything.
Shuffling is in they're taken off, or shuffling is in like
Shuffling is in, you know how like when somebody hears something and like gets into that position where
they
they
go
freeze.
incognito? Yeah.
That's what you heard.
Okay. Am I still in a more or less hidden state? I just fumbled a little, or do I need to re-hide here?
If you're going to, are you going to attempt to climb the roof, or are you going to wait for them to try and do something?
I would want them to be as like low on their guard as possible before I attempt to climb, because I would get up on the roof. I would absolutely do a rooftop chase on these fuckers for sure.
Okay.
1000%.
Go ahead
I was born
and reroll stealth with disadvantage, and then acrobatics or athletics to climb on the roof. It'll be the double down arrow. Oh, that's too bad. All right, and then athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, bet.
You have a plus. Damn, that's a
Plus
lot.
8.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I sure do. I sure do, bestie.
Let me see here.
When I said I was born for this and I'm going after that fucker.
She meant it.
Yeah.
Okay. Liari, You go down as quietly as you can, but you have to remove your foot from that gravel, and you hear that as like rocks on the sidewalk kind of sound. And that's when you hear bam, 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 and somebody starts taking off across the roof. And you yeet yourself up as fast as you can, and you see what looks to be one of the slavers, that, like any other slaver that you've seen, but one of the slavers that was sent here to maybe watch the space. They are running, and they've just hopped over to another roof. You are now in a chase scene.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Cool.
So
Okay. Depending on how well I'm chasing, I might end up throwing a soul dagger at
fuck yeah.
their legs or something to like trip them up. Because it leaves no marks. It's crazy, by the way. The soul daggers, did you read that shit?
I did the 2014
Because all the damage
soul
leaves
daggers.
no mark. Like,
oh yeah, it's like
I
hitting
can kill
somebody with a
people
bag
for
of
free.
oranges.
No evidence. Looks like they had a heart attack.
Crazy. That shit's wild, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's why I was so excited.
So what I'm gonna do is, at this point, you are now in a chase. Stealth is off the table. You are now full-fledged running after this guy.
Yeah, sure am.
We're gonna switch over to Pyrie.
Fantastic. Because Iris obviously heard lots of noise outside
Mm-hmm.
and is
Yeah.
like wakes up casually from her little cat nap and just decides probably should go see what's going on, see how things are faring outside.
Mm-hmm. As you stir from sleep, you hear off in the distance, you hear kind of this clang, clang, clang of maybe like tiles or like bricks hitting each other. And then you hear a thud as something lands on the roof of the building that you are laying in. And then another thud on the roof on the building you're laying in. And you hear noises running off in the direction of the town.
Pyrie's gonna obviously get up and like run outside and see what in God's name that awful, terrible sound was.
Okay. So in cat form, you bolt out, going pretty quickly. And you manage to look up on the roof at the last second before they hop on another set of roofs. You see someone dressed up just like the slavers that you beat up at the bar. And then you see Liari leaping on the next roof after them. They look like they are either, like she's chasing him.
Do I also, perchance, am I able to see what is happening with our tiny friend? That's
Our tiny friend. That depends. Would you have gone out the closest door to the outside, which would have been the back, or do you think you would have gone out the front door?
probably the back door.
And then I would say you see Liari running, but you don't know where Mads is.
Okay. I think Liari's gonna first go to the barrel to double check it really quick before like running off.
Oh,
Since she doesn't know where anyone is.
I'm so proud of you right now.
Thank you.
Alright, so Pyrie, as you come around the corner in cat form, you see that Marv has managed to free himself from his restraints.
No!
He rolled a nat 20. No shit.
You're kidding.
So he is just standing up. The barrel is off, and he's kind of doing that wrist rubbing thing, and he's looking around.
Well.
I have a question.
Yep.
Mr. DM.
What do you got?
Can I... What can I do in cat form exactly?
Your stats are in the...
Yeah, so what I'll do is there's going to be like a cat stat block, which you'd have. So instead of having your normal like strength and dexterity and abilities, you would be able to do things a cat would do, which, probably have advantages on like climbing and all that stuff. I'm actually trying to remember. I think you have to have a special feat to cast spells as a druid in wild form. So you wouldn't necessarily be able to do that. Let me go ahead and double check all that. Because I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information.
So what we've done, chat, I don't know whether or not you're fans of D&D, is we've done the faux pas of we have split the party.
It's such a... You guys are everywhere.
You know that
It's
thing
great.
you're not supposed to do? Oh, we just ran headlong into that.
No, you two ran. I took a nap.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm booking it. I don't know what Mads is doing. I'm booking it after this
I'm
fucker.
getting chased
for
by the
sure.
guards. I'm the reason no one's coming after you.
Fun fact. The 2024 druid can now use spells in wild shape.
Yeah, you know how they broke the druid? You know that whole meme
Bruh.
that you posted about it because we found out about it?
Yep.
We found out about clerics. We found out about clerics and how
Oh
they're
my
broken
God, you
now.
guys
and how,
are
like,
gonna
druids
be
are broken. It's fucking
So
crazy,
broken. Y'all are so broken. So yeah, you can cast
Amazing.
you can cast spells as a cat. Have fun. Go nuts.
dude.
Fantastic. No,
main-
that's amazing.
You can
because-
maintain concentration but not cast the spell. What do you mean? That's what the thing just told me. Hang on, I gotta go double check.
concentration, but not but like define spell.
Anything in your spell
Things,
list.
yeah, things that
Though
you cast.
I do want to I do want to make 110% sure that I'm calling this right, because
Because otherwise it's broken as shit,
oh
for sure.
yeah, no. Ryan is correct. I am incorrect.
Okay.
You can't cast spells, but you can hold your concentration. So if you had cast a spell, I might be looking at the moon druid. That might have been what I was looking at.
Okay.
But for the normal druid, it's concentration. So no, you cannot cast spells. But
Okay.
there is a cat stat block that is in the Discord chat in case you wanted to, scratch somebody.
Yeah, you definitely still have your claws that you've been swinging this whole time.
For funsies, is that a spell? Hang on, is that a spell or a... Oh, it is a spell. Primal Savagery is a spell. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that's what I was looking at initially.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was gonna say that'd be bitching, but
that'd be really funny.
yeah.
But no, unfortunately, I cannot.
So
All
in
right,
most
time
cases,
to get creative, Summer.
I would say in most cases you'd probably have to change back out of your wild shape in order to do much of anything, unless you just, well, depending on what you want to do.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
So like he's fully like untied, out of the barrel, out of the bag.
Correct. In that 20, he managed to get the barrel off and get a loose thread, so now he's completely untied.
Completely untied.
That nat 20 on Marv is crazy. Man's just been flubbing this whole time. Do you know
Yep.
how many times that man swung at me and fucking missed?
Oh, he's been
It was
doing
at least
awful.
3.
He's been trying to do this the entire time, including last session, but he doesn't get out unless he does
Like
some
all
magic.
night we're sleeping and he's trying to get out.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
he
sectioning up
slept,
Harry and Mans is just struggling and I just...
he did not do well. He was rolling
Oh
like
my
3s
God.
and 5s, and I was like, buddy, no.
Damn.
What is he not intimidated? Does he not have to
Yes,
roll at
Randy.
disadvantage because I scared the shit out of him?
I mean, you left the area.
It's fine. I know. It's fine. It's fine.
It's true. This
Why
is
would
true.
he know that? He's in a barrel.
That's valid. Perception check. Nah, he definitely heard you fucking leave.
All right. Well. All right.
It was worth a shot, though.
I
It was
tried.
worth a shot.
I tried to rewrite it.
I'll give it to you.
All right. Good luck, Summer.
Do you want me to? I can take a
And
swing back
he-
for you if you want their snack.
Okay, so does Pyre come like running out of the alleyway to see him, or like?
Yeah, I'd say this is when you bolted out of the house. You looked up, saw Liari chasing a mysterious figure, and then you looked down the
Has
alley
he
to
noticed
see
me?
Marv just standing there rubbing his now untied wrists.
Fantastic. Has he noticed me?
He has you're a cat, so nah, you're just a cat. He doesn't care about a cat.
Okay. For funsies, can I just like stealthily follow him?
Absolutely.
Just,
All
like,
right.
Not in like, view. Just kind of chilling,
Yeah,
observing.
you're being
He does.
sneaky about it. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. What I'll have you do is go ahead and roll stealth. Now
Ooh.
roll performance.
Okay.
Let's
Um,
go.
So as you kind of start following him, he does see you, and he's gonna like, oh, get out of here! And he just kind of does that little like, tries to scare you off, and you just kind of stand there, giving him that blank phase.
Yeah, that tracks.
He just gets upset, waves his hand at you, and then continues to kind of march very quickly down the back alleyways, away from all the commotion happening on the roofs. He's going
follow him.
towards similar directions, but he is staying out of the way, so it won't be part of the chase.
Cool. Fire's gonna continuously just
follow
slink
that guy.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Pyre, we will come back to you.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Mads. Okay.
Our short friend.
Our short friend. Mads, as you are walking down the street and definitely not being followed by the guards, they are gaining on you as they have some longer legs. They start to get into a certain range and they're like, excuse me, miss, I think.
Aww.
Okay. When Mads hears that, they're gonna like, kind of like under their breath, like, no, kind of, and then muster up all of their niceness that they can.
Niceness.
Gotta be nice, like
You
just kind of a
roll for
mantra
niceness?
in their head. Just, I gotta be nice. I gotta be nice. I gotta be nice.
What's the
Since
roll
it
for
is not
niceness?
your normal standard demeanor, I'm
Yes.
gonna have you roll performance.
Yep, there it is.
Please perform well.
You were born for this, I believe.
Are we an actor?
Yeah, no, no, not at all. Your RBF is fucking crazy today, bro.
So as you slow and turn to the guards, you put on your best smile, the ones you would give clients whenever you were attempting to seal the deal. But unbeknownst to you, this smile is horrifying, and it looks like in your eyes you're going to take them into the alley and end their life. So, they walk up to you and kind of take a moment as they're taken aback by your smile. Yeah, so, excuse us, saw you was hanging out outside, what was it then? Oh, it was the Sage's Garden. Oh, yeah, the Sage's Garden. You was outside there. So, would you mind answering some questions for us?
Yeah, sure. I really don't know anything about what happened. I lost my cat, and I lost him in the area, and I was hoping maybe they had come over here. Maybe there was like something in the shop that maybe smelled good, and maybe they ran over there. That's why I was hanging out there. You didn't see a cat, did you?
They kind of look at each other, and one of them was like, "Oh yeah, I saw a cat. Yeah, it was in the alley. Yeah." The other one
well,
looks at him funny.
That's my favorite kitty. I just have to go find them. Where did you see them?
Roll deception.
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 We're fucked.
Wait, well.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, that cat didn't have a collar or anything. What exactly did the cat look like then?
It's little scrungly looking.
The way your character wouldn't know what Pyrie as a cat looks like, but you guess scrungly is crazy.
Right, yeah, coincidentally, it was a bit scrungly looking, but,
Yeah. She doesn't like to bathe much.
They do not believe you at all. Right, would you mind, maybe coming down and, giving a bit of a report on what maybe you saw while you was outside the shop?
Sure. Once I find the cat, I have no
Oh,
issues
no.
doing that.
It'll be right now, and you kind of hear one reaching, or see one reaching behind you. You hear that jangle of like the little cuffs.
Can I try to run away?
You could certainly try. I will. This is going so great, guys.
I don't want to go to jail.
All right, I would like for you. You know what? At this point, it's a 3 different track chase scene, so we're gonna go get the chase rules out. Hang on, I have a thing for this.
This
No
is
shit.
fucking insane. What is happening?
I
It's
don't
all falling
know,
apart. We were doing
man.
so good. We were doing so good. I felt like it was so clean. What happened?
I should have never split up. That's where we went wrong.
We should have never what?
The goddess
Oh,
is gonna
split up,
hate
split
me.
the party? Yeah.
The goddess is not gonna like an inmate.
Well.
All right, where's
Surely your god
there
is
it
forgiving.
Chase mechanics. It's so funny. I had put these in here last 2 sessions, and I didn't think we'd get them, but we did, and I'm so happy.
Oh,
Of course,
sick.
It's backwards, because I thought you guys would be the ones chasing people. Well, Pyrie is, I guess, but
No, Liari, yeah. I'm fucking getting his ass.
Pyrie
For
and
sure.
Liari. I guess it's just Mads that's running. Okay, fair. Okay, so we're gonna do it in this order. We're gonna start with Liari, Pyrie, Mads. We're gonna go in that order. You have to get 3 steps ahead of your party, or well, Mads has to get 3 steps ahead to escape. Liari and Pyrie has to get to their prey. So, starting off, Liari, we will do 3
Yeah.
checks, and then we will move on to another person. So, as you are blasting across these roofs, tiles are falling onto the 1 to 2 stories below. You've had to climb up another set of roofs. This is getting into an Assassin's Creed kind of situation.
Oh, it sure is.
And you are just firing off. You can hear the heavy breathing of the person in front of you. They are not a runner. You just got to keep up with them.
Okay, easy.
So, what I would like for you to do is go ahead and roll me first an acrobatics, please.
Mhm.
And public roll, and let me get out my,
Why is it so horrendously mid? Jesus Christ.
let me find my fella's stat block here.
My bonuses have been saving me all day, by the way.
All
The
right.
fact that my character is so goddamn. Oh, that guy.
He is not doing hot. All right.
Cool. He
So-
has asthma.
All right. Go ahead and make another acrobatics for me.
Better.
Better. All right. So as you're making your way, you make an extra jump, and as he jumps across to another roof, one of the tiles slip out, and he loses his footing, kind of rolling across the top of the roof. He doesn't fall off, but he looks back, and you gain on him, and you are just so close. You're almost able to reach out and grab him. But he makes a leap off of the next roof. This one's going to be athletics.
Do I do another one as well?
Yeah, do an athletics for me.
Oh, sorry. I'm literate.
All right. In this moment, he takes that leap of just absolute adrenaline and manages to just barely make it to the next roof, and you kind of have to take a moment and then get yourself into a better position to leap after him, and he gets one step ahead. So you are currently 1 out of 3.
Cool. Can I still throw my soul dagger at his
Fuck
shins?
yeah, throw that soul dagger, do it.
Where do I have it? Psychic blades. Wait, how do I? Okay, that wasn't the roll. Hold on. Where is it? Let me find it. Shush. Da, 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 da. There we go.
Vex, and then advantage. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So as you do that leap, you happen to be probably a good 6 feet above him, and you materialize a dagger within your hand. It shimmers kind of iridescently in the air. It's see-through, and you hurl it as it feels like a physical object with mass, and it flips end over end before it stabs into the shoulder of the fleeing slaver, and you hear a from the back as he takes 9 points of damage. He does slow down a little bit, so I will actually give you an extra. This one will be acrobatics.
Damn.
Yeah, he does manage to keep his momentum up.
So I'm still at like 1 or what?
You're still only 1. Bringing us to
Well, we tried.
Pyre. Pyre, this is like not necessarily a chase as of yet, but now that Marv has started to hear lots of running around him, he starts walking much faster. How much movement does a cat have? 40? I will say for all of your rolls in cat form, you have advantage.
Cool.
So as he is now just below running, he's doing that speed walk where you might as well just be doing a jog.
Right.
Go ahead and roll me acrobatics. I'm doing acrobatics twice and athletics once.
Acrobatics again?
No. Sorry, I'm telling myself that. Don't mind me.
Hey.
Ooh. Y'all stay neck and neck. Oh, you get to roll it twice. So hover over your roll and hit that double up arrow. Because all of yours are at advantage since you're still a cat. Ooh. Well, maybe not that one.
Well, but I have a +3.
You do. Go ahead and roll another acrobatics as you guys stay neck and neck and there's no change. Make sure it's with advantage once again.
Okay.
Okay. This time you do manage to get really closer to him, You are now 1 out of 3. You're just following him up the way, right? You're not going to engage necessarily.
I'm gonna just like follow him, but I want to see like what his reactions are gonna be and do, and then base off of that.
Okay.
It's like if he's gonna like start.
No, then I got you. I got you. Go ahead and do athletics this time. It's just varying between whether you're hopping over things or like kind of leaping over windowsills or something. But do remember all of yours are with advantage, so go ahead and do that one more time.
Woo! Yeah!
Damn! It is a critical success, so I will say, even though it matches, you still gain 1.
Awesome.
So you are almost on top of him at this point. But that's 2 out of 3. Third one means you catch him, quote unquote, but for you that will be something different than what it means for the other 2.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna move over to Mads. So Mads, you have broken to a full sprint, and so have the guards behind you. As you make your way down the street, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics.
Oh,
Nice.
let's go.
All right, so you start
Very
making your
nice.
way using your particular size. You manage to kind of duck through some like not stalls, but like wheelbarrow kind of stuff. Like there are big containers, and you manage to kind of duck and weave through them, forcing the guards to go around, and you get just a little bit ahead. Go ahead and roll another acrobatics for me.
Well,
No.
Using their superior leg size,
No!
nicest.
they manage to regain that lost ground.
Frick.
The next one, go ahead and roll athletics. Ooh.
Please, please, please. Yes, let's go.
Yeah!
Oh my god. Mads, you managed to just dip and duck and jump over some barrels, knocking them over behind you as you run downside like a side street. And the guards just lose sight of you for a moment, just enough time for you to get a little bit ahead. You are 2 out of 3. So at this point, everybody is doing basically the same thing. I'm gonna have Liari. We're back on you.
Acro.
Acrobatics.
This man's.
Bruh.
There's. Wow!
Bruh.
Are you gonna give it to him just because they got the nat 20 anyway, even though my roll's higher?
My initial plan for nat 20s was just
They just win,
short.
right? Nat 20 just means you're a god, so.
I was gonna say, yeah, nat 20 I was gonna give him 2 ticks, but since you caught, I'm just gonna say it's even. So no change. You are still 1 out of 3.
Ugh.
Acrobatics again, please.
It's fucking crazy. What?
All right. Jumping down another set of roofs, you started to make your way off of the roofs as he jumps down into an alley, not the same one as Matt's, but a different alley, and starts making his way. He tries to knock over some barrels, but instead kind of stumbles over himself as you land deftly and begin a sprint. Go for athletics.
Oh shit. Come on, baby. Yeah!
You guys managed to stay neck and neck. He's just barely out of your range.
Can I throw my
Yep.
soul thing again?
You may throw your soul blade again. I should say, Mads and Pyrie, if you do want to use some sort of magic or ability in that fashion, you are welcome to, for sure.
Oh, this fucker. He's hurting. He's gonna be limping. I'm gonna barrel into him, bro. That's crazy.
All right,
I wanna
as you
kill
throw
him.
the dagger, it stabs into the other shoulder, and you hear him cry out, "Ah!" Go ahead and roll another acrobatics.
Yep.
There it
Easy.
is.
Caught him.
There it is. How do
I'm
you
gonna
catch
fucking
him?
clothesline him.
Okay. As you,
Knock him prone. Knock him prone.
you
Get him.
you created that iridescent blade, hurled it in front of you, and put in all the last bit of effort you can into your run, and you just hold your arm out as he staggers for that half a second. That's all it took. And you clock him right across the back of the neck, and you as you have to slow down, he smashes directly face first into the ground and kind of like does that thud stop as he kind of scrapes along the cobblestone for a second. So you've caught yours. Let's see
Yippee.
how the other two are doing.
My turn.
All right, Pyrie. You are only one behind, so what I'll have you do is go ahead and roll athletics. Not athletics. I lied to you. I lied to you. Acrobatics.
Hey.
All right. Marv manages to kind of get going a little bit faster. It's a little bit faster than you expected. You have advantage. We're going ahead of myself here. I'm ahead of myself.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, you are. Shut up, Blade.
I'm like, I didn't even.
Yo!
Let's go.
All right. With that, Pyrie, you managed to get right on Marv's tail. There is no escape. You are now kind of like doing that thing where you're hopping from windowsill to windowsill, just keeping up at your leisure. We will return to you when you arrive at your destination, but I'm going to finish up the chase scenes before that.
Okay.
Mads,
Hey.
you are one win away from escaping the guards. There's a bit of distance. You can hear them behind you. Oh, stop! Stop! You're under arrest! It's very far away. Go ahead and roll me another acrobatics. Damn.
It's just that
Yo.
easy.
Y'all with your 20s.
We rolled a 20 for anxiety and a 20 for running away. Let's go.
All right, Mads. As you make your way down this another alley, you kind of zigzag, keep going. You can hear their boots getting further away, and you look off to the left, and you see a smaller hole in the fence. It's probably something maybe children run through and play. And you slip your way right through there and into what looks like somebody's courtyard, backyard. And you wait a second, you just kind of stop, hold your breath as the guards run by. Just you just hear him kind of as their footsteps echo off into the distance. You have managed to escape.
Yippee!
The fumble recovery. We are 3 for 3 right now.
I'm
We're
really
still split up.
impressed.
The party is split as fuck.
Yeah.
But we.
But
it
you're all
hasn't
not
gotten
dead.
worse. It hasn't gotten worse.
I would like to resolve Liari's first. So,
As I'm intimidating the fuck out of this man's.
as
Just knocked down on the ground.
as this guy is face down on the cobblestone, you turn and stand over him, very much like the meme with the guy who dropped his tray of food with the Pepe. And he looks up at you, his face is bloody, there's a chipped tooth from where he smashed directly into the cobblestone. And he just looks up angrily at you. And just as he's about to make a move, he attempts to kind of like get up as quickly as he can and sweep your legs out. So, what I would like for you to do, hit me up another acrobatics. Oh yeah, you definitely jump over it. You are free to do whatever you want to this man.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my dagger and kind of, how do I say, like, you know when you get them into like a wrestling hold where like they can't move either leg or their arms, and then I'm gonna hold that other dagger to his neck, the one that I pulled out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'm fully just like, he can't move, and he's gonna pay attention to me right now.
So as you manage to kind of get him into a pinned position where he is no longer able to move or make moves on his own, outside of particularly trying to attempt grappling with disadvantage, which is not at his, not in his best interest. He kind of just stands there, breathing heavily, the blood kind of running down his face as he's... Do it!
Now, what is it you want me to do? I just wanted to have a conversation with you, and you started running. You're the one that's been watching me. Why are you here?
I was told to. Look, by the boss.
Do you know what happened to Elias? What happened at that shop?
Yeah. Elias has been a thorn in our side. Not anymore. He's gonna get shipped off with the rest of them.
I'm gonna tighten the dagger on his neck and maybe just cut him like a little bit.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
There we go. That's the one.
I almost said a phrase that I would have regretted. But yeah, he is very he's very attentive of the dagger in his neck.
Uh-huh. Can't leave us hanging there, Mr. DM.
Can you,
That's
can you
fair.
tell me in my DMs?
As you press the dagger into his neck, you feel him stiffen.
Sorry.
There you go.
I see. That's true.
Yep.
No, that's true. He's scared. He's scared.
You're welcome, guys.
I understand now.
Yes. We are. Ryan is also in the know. Okay. I am at this point the only person that didn't see the message in the moss, right? Although I did talk to Mads. Mads saw the moss that said Doc 7, right?
No.
I was the only one.
That was only Pyrie?
Pyrie.
Only Pyrie.
So only Pyrie knows about Doc 7.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to know where he's gone then. Okay, so, yeah, as I'm intimidating the fuck out of this guy, where did you take him?
I tell you, he'll skin me alive.
We'll see. You have to be honest with me, and then we'll negotiate that.
Fine. He's taken a Dock 7 near the lighthouse.
When is the shipment being made? What time?
Tonight. Past midnight. They're coming into port under cover of darkness. We'll ship all the slaves out at once, Elias included.
Okay, and then let me think here. Order of events. So he was stalking us on the thing. He said boss told him to look, which is stupid, but okay. Boss told me to look. Look at what?
Gotta ask.
Stole Elias. He's getting shipped out with the other people. I don't know how much more I would need to know from this guy. So I guess I'm gonna default to the thing I did before. And I'll say, is there anything else you think I need to know? If your life depended on it, let's throw that in there.
What do you want to know? I
Whatever you got. Wait, you can what?
So we can make a deal. I'll tell you whatever you want. Just gotta let me go.
Like I said, We can negotiate that if you're being truthful with me. What do you think I need to know?
Do you know who Varric is?
Do I know who Varric is?
No, you don't know who Varric is.
I
Actually,
was like, I don't.
hang on, you might know.
Pretty sure I know.
Roll me a
I'm pretty sure I
history
know.
check. Actually, you might know this one.
Oh, good. I don't know shit. I'm so fucking stupid. Okay, but I rolled okay. I rolled okay.
I'll give
know
it to
things.
15 was my
You're in
DC in my
nowhere.
head. Varric is
Huge.
not well known to the general public, but he is a half orc who runs the local branch of the syndicate, of the Black Chain Syndicate.
He's the head honcho. He's the district manager.
Essentially, yeah, he's the district manager. Yeah.
Marv's a manager, and this guy's a district manager type beat. Okay.
But yeah, so Varric's, do you know who Varric is?
I'm aware of him.
Right. Yeah, he's there right now. He usually doesn't make the calls here, but he usually has a second barista do it. But this is a big shipment, and it's got to go smooth. And he thinks really hard. He's like, we were watching you, and you killed some of our friends, our members. The Rusty Anchor, we've been keeping an eye on you ever since. I don't know where Marv is. We didn't find his body. But he said to watch the shop in case he came back. And he did. And I'm supposed to report back about what you've done.
And what are you gonna tell them that it is I've done if I let you go?
What would you like? What would you like me to tell them?
Definitely that you never saw any of us ever return back to that shop.
Of course, I never saw it. I didn't see a thing.
Well, is he
never
lying?
Came back. Roll insight. It seems like he's telling the truth. He seems very scared.
That sucks because I'm definitely gonna kill him anyway.
I was gonna say, you're going through a lot here just to kill a man.
I think it's funny to play with my food. I don't know. I hate these fuckers. Okay, I'll look at him one more time and I'll say, how many people have you been in charge, or have you been involved in trafficking?
I don't know. I don't count.
If you had to ballpark it.
Kind of like has this little shake happening. He's like, couple hands.
Couple hands. Does that mean
Yeah.
20? What is
He's
that a number?
he's
What-
counting
what
his
is it?
fingers. He's counting his fingers. Like couple hands, so like 10 to 20.
Alright. Well, maybe after you live the next 10 to 20 lives, you'll earn it, and then I'm just gonna fucking kill him.
Oh, damn. Alright. You just kind of plunge the dagger into his neck, or do you slice it? Or both.
Yeah, I'll slice. Yeah.
So yeah, you
Let him
slice,
bleed.
and you hear him do the... as he kind of slumps against you and slides to the ground. Before he,
Cool.
ceases.
Is there a barrel I can chuck him in?
Sure, yeah, there's lots of barrels laying around since you were chasing. You just kind of grab one and put it over top.
Yeah.
So, Where are you heading off to, Liari? Before we switch people.
That's an excellent question because Mads has not caught up with me in this time, which I've noticed because I've been sitting here with this man for a couple minutes now. And I still don't know where Pyrie is, so I'm probably gonna take a second to try and clean myself off as best as possible because I've just been running and I just fucking slit this man's throat, so I need to look not sus to the best of my abilities. And then I think I'll just head back out to the main road, like not in the...
Be suspicious.
Just to see what I can see, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll leave you at that point. We'll return to Pyrie.
Awesome. What am I doing?
Pyrie, you have been following Marv for a significant period of time, and you've actually made your way through, like, the back roads of the town.
Mm-hmm.
You are now near the actual shoreline where the main pier is.
Funsies.
Marv seems to be making his way, as far as you can tell. He is zigzagging his way closer and closer to a facility, like a big lighthouse on the edge of the shore out here. From your point of view, a little bit higher up, as the city is built on kind of a slope, you can look down and see that there's the main pier where most of the trade and cargo and everything is done, and there's stalls and a whole bunch of people, sailors, travelers, all in that area. And then further off towards the lighthouse, there seems to be a more dilapidated looking dock area with much less ships and a lot more shady looking figures. At the end of that is one final dock and a big lighthouse, and he seems to be heading towards a warehouse that seems to be sort of standalone out there next to the lighthouse.
Do I notice any signs that say Dock 7?
You have good perception. Go ahead and roll a perception.
Perception check?
Perception check.
Perception.
Oh, it's also with the cat stats, so...
Plus cat.
Plus cat.
Plus cat.
That'll do. You can't quite tell, if anything. Like, the docks have some names and some of them are numbered, but you don't see one that's Dock 7.
And
At least not yet.
Wiggling towards where again?
You're wiggling towards the lighthouse at the very end of the set of docks. You are currently coming out of what is essentially a shop district and heading to the main pier where you actually arrived initially.
Okay. I'm just... And that's where Marv is going. He's just chilling, going towards wherever.
Well, he's
Where the
heading...
place?
he's heading straight for that lighthouse. You've been able to suss that out.
Cool. Continue stealth mode.
Stealth mode, proceed. We will come back to that then.
Cool.
Mads,
Hi.
you've taken a moment. You've caught your breath. The guards have left the vicinity. And you breathe out a sigh of relief. And as you turn around, you see two small children that were playing in the backyard who went deathly still when you entered through the little hole. They're just staring at you. They don't know what to do.
I'm gonna completely just ignore the children.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start moving in the opposite direction in which I came. So
Okay.
away from the guards going the other direction. So towards back towards the shop.
Sure. So let's say, we'll say you make your way out there. You're not in any danger at this point, but you do not know where your compatriots are anymore. Is there a particular location you'd like to go?
I'd like to go back to the shop, but I would like to like hang back like a few houses just to like get a better angle on it from the outside.
Okay. You make your way back to the shop. I won't have you roll perception because you're taking plenty of time to get there and look around, but you don't see any changes. You don't see any of your friends, and you do eventually discover Marv is gone.
Okay. I'm gonna stay here at the shop or like around the shop just to see if anyone comes back, because at this point I don't know where anybody is.
Mm-hmm. That's valid. You have zero information at all.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hang around and loiter and try to be out of sight.
Got you. All right. So at this point, we'll do some brevity stuff here, seeing as we do have a split party. Liari, are you doing anything in particular specifically? I want to make sure before I move into the next phase here.
Other than getting myself as cleaned up as possible to not look suspicious as hell.
Don't be suspicious. Don't. Well, I mean, actually, you really
be
probably don't have
suspicious.
much blood on you at all, since it all would have went down on the guy.
Yeah, not like a ton, but you know, maybe
Yeah.
a few
Yeah,
like
a little
artery
flex.
squirts got on my face, and like,
Right.
you know, I was running on rooftops and I fell down a little bit, like, you know, clean
So-
myself off a bit.
Clean yourself off, make your way out to the main street.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna look around.
Okay.
See if I can see where either of them really. If I see Pyrie or Mads, I just want to see what I can see from the main road, and if not, I'll head up on a rooftop again and look.
Got you. Considering the distance that you ran, you eventually, when you do come out to the road, it is what seems to be maybe a residential area. You don't see either of your friends.
How far did I
or-
run?
You probably ran like a mile.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
went a
forget the
distance.
walking out to the main road. I'm just getting back up on a roof to like look for sure.
From the rooftop, go ahead and roll perception. Yeah, just roll a perception for me.
Sure.
That's not bad. Oh, damn. From here, you squint against the sunshine and try and look back at where you came. You want to say maybe you see that little cut of hair that Mads has, but it's really hard to tell.
Okay.
It's pretty far away.
The one that you really should have cut.
I really should have shaved, yeah.
You can't be sure, you're too far out, but it looks
Sure.
very similar, so...
Yeah, that's a really oddly colored piece of grass for sure, and it's like moving.
I feel like it's just a Pikmin. Just making its way.
It's just
Shy is
little-
actually a Pikmin.
You're the same size as a pigman.
I'm sorry, Shy.
Pikmin. Please.
What's with the roast? Yeah.
I'm not
okay, then
intentionally doing it, I swear.
I'll just make my way
short.
back in that general direction. I don't need to be stealthy, but I'm also not really trying to call attention to myself either. Just like a brisk walk back to where I think I saw the ahoge, the suspicious ahoge.
Okay. Brisk walk back. Mads has been just kind of hanging out by the shop. You eventually make your way back there and meet up with Mads just outside of the shop itself. There doesn't seem to be any guards or any investigating parties around the shop, and you two are now able to exchange information as needed. So, I would say, Liara, you walk up and see Mads hanging out.
Yay!
And she's like hiding, right? Because she's ran from the law. So I'm gonna be like, "You good?"
I'm gonna tell her what happened. I got ran down by the guards and almost went to jail and ran
Oh my
away.
God.
Some kids saw me, but I just ran away from them too.
Okay, well, while you were on your adventure, I ran after the guy on the roof, got him, talked to him. I got some information. They took Elias and they're shipping him out with the next shipment. And he said that's gonna happen at Dock 7 tonight, past midnight. Also, there's a man that I would very much like to see that it's apparently out at the site right now. So if we could find Pyrie and get over there, that'd be sick. Where is she?
I have no idea where Pyrie is. And also,
God damn it. I knew I needed a baby leash.
also Marv is gone. He somehow got out of his hog tie.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no. Okay.
I'm
Fuck.
hoping if we find Marv, we'll find Harvey. I mean, Pyrie.
My name
Harvey?
now?
Did you?
Harvey really did me like that yesterday, huh? That was
Heyo.
great. Or this morning. It was this morning. It was this morning that Harvey did me like that. Fuck. Anyway, okay. Hopefully, I haven't seen her since she turned into a cat, and she was harassing those guards.
She was a cat?
Yeah, I told you that before.
No, I didn't know that. I don't think.
Yes, that's why you were looking for
I
a
knew
cat.
No, I knew there was a cat because I heard like the cat sounds, but I don't think
When
I
I
was
came
in
out
there.
Before
when
the two of you split, she
Yeah.
supposed you. She said
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, that's why I thought you role played it out like that.
Oh
Actually,
no, I just knew that I remembered hearing a cat, so I was like, "There's a cat in play. We're good."
fucking good stuff, guys. This
I don't
is so
care.
good.
Anyway,
That's amazing.
Right.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know where the cat is. Best I can guess is that I don't know. Hopefully we can see her off in some alley somewhere. I say we make our way to the dock, and hopefully Marv is heading that way at least, because if he escaped, he's probably gonna want to go take care of his job. He's gonna want to disappear somewhere. We're never gonna find him if he disappears. So the best we can do is head towards the dock. And if we happen to see Pyrie, all the better for it. Otherwise, I don't know. She's taking a cat nap somewhere for sure.
we need to be careful though, because the guards are probably looking for me.
Okay, we'll. How confident are you on rooftops?
I'll do my best. I'm
Never mind.
small.
You don't got hops like that, do you?
Can I ride on your back.
Sure.
I feel
Yeah.
like if anybody's
You're-
gonna have some level of fucking stirrup on hand, it's gonna be Liar.
Some level of what on hand?
Stirrup.
Oh, you know I got straps and strap accessories.
That's why I said
Are
it.
you putting me in like one of those like baby things that goes on the front? Like what?
Like, well, I can swaddle you if that's what you're into, but
I'm just gonna ride on your back.
yeah, I thought you were gonna ride on my back too. But yeah, I can absolutely makeshift like a harness for you to make the trip a bit more comfortable, so you're not clinging on for dear life.
Oh my god.
You know,
I don't want any satisfaction.
Oh my god.
you don't want
This
to
is
give
gonna-
me the satisfaction of strapping you in.
It's gonna be
Jesus
really
fucking-
hard for Mads to not be able to do it on her own.
You suggested getting on my back.
Just to move faster.
All right, fine. You can hang in there for sure. You. If I drop you, that's on you.
I'm not.
Let's accept that.
Okay, we're gonna try it.
I am physically dying, guys.
I don't know. I already threw up once today. We'll find out if that happens again.
All right.
I just got a little guy.
The little guy. So are you running alongside on the roof, or are you getting in the thing? I wasn't clear. I'm dying.
I think we're traveling by rooftop a little more incognito, just so like
Sure. We'll
we'll
call
the
that.
cops aren't.
Yeah.
We'll say.
We're Assassin's Creeding.
You make your way there. You don't have any rush at this point, so there's no rolls inherently required. As you can kind of be careful and take your time.
And because we're on the roof, we can keep an eye out for that damn cat.
You can keep your eye out for the damn cat. Long term, you're heading towards the docks, correct? To the main pier.
Yeah, so at some point we are going to run out of rooftops, but, you know.
Okay. With that in
we are
mind,
going.
it is halfway through the session time. We're going to take a quick break, guys.
So true.
We're gonna take like I don't know, 5-10 minute break. Go piss, girl, all that good stuff. Don't go anywhere, and we will be back. See you on the other side.
Also, I have a request. If there's any artists in the chat that love doing fan art, if I could get like a quick sketch of Liari holding Mads like piggyback, but Mads definitely doesn't look happy to be there. That would be awesome. I'd love you forever.
Oh, there you go, chat.
That's
I
all,
believe
thank
in you.
Everybody go piss, girl.
Yee. Whoa.
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 I drop.
Hi, chat. Welcome back. We are in the second half of today's session. Things are going nuts. Chaos has ensued.
True.
It's all going really,
Mr.
really good.
DM, do we get any inspiration dice for regularly breaking you?
Mr. DM, do we?
You know what?
Try some
Yes.
nuggies?
Oh, no shot. Is it paying off?
Yeah. No shot. Go, y'all get inspiration, because this shit has been nothing but fucking funny, and we can get McDonald's on the way home.
Yes.
Let's go. We're getting hash browns, kids.
Oh my god, that's what you wanted before stream!
It's all
I don't
coming
know where
together.
you put inspiration
All part of the
in
plan.
this.
I
all
have
right.
no idea.
Yeah,
I'm looking
I
through the
don't know.
different menus.
Well, in any case, just so everyone is aware of what inspiration is officially, if you guys do something particularly impressive, ingenuitive, clever, the DM can award you an inspiration point. You can have 1 point at any given time, and you can use that point anytime you like on any roll that you have made and would like to re-roll. So if you roll and fail, you may re-roll it using your inspiration point.
Mr. DM thinks we're clever.
I mean, we keep like giving bold stitches in his side, so I thought I would ask, and it
I'm
paid off.
fucking
Let's go.
dying.
The only thing that I can see, which I don't think should be the thing, but on the main page under attributes, there's death saves, exhaustion, and inspiration. I can see a place where you can tick that I'm assuming if you ticket, your next roll is an inspiration roll, but
No,
it's
it's
not
just
a
a
thing where you can
marker.
keep track of, like,
Yeah, it's just a marker.
So I guess, like, mental notes, we all have
Well,
one.
If you tick it, that just means you have it, so you could untick it. I see where you're talking about, under the resources. Yeah, so that just implies
Yeah.
you have it. So you could tick that if you wanted to mark it there. But, yeah, that'd be the place to do it. We should probably be doing that. I marked it for snack, because I happen to have snacks up.
Cool.
Yippee.
Yippee! Okay.
We did it, chat. We're winning. We're winning in RP.
Speaking of RP. So
anyways,
we're gonna say Liari and Mads are making their way across the rooftops, having a wonderful. I'm gonna call it intimate, but just like friendship building time.
cute.
And we're gonna zoom down in on Hyrie. Hyrie,
Hi.
actually, you're getting very deep into the place. So,
I am.
heyo. So you have been following Marv all the
Uh-huh.
way, kind of, not like on top of him, but you are very much not going to get kept away from where Marv is going. However, as you make your way past the main pier and onto the less maintained docks, there are a couple of things that you and your high passive perception notice. Firstly, there are no guards here. This entire section of the docks seems to be self-regulated by a number of thugs, ruffians, and people that you now recognize as slavers. They stand around on all edges of this dock area, intimidating anyone who is not someone who should be there from coming in. As Marv makes his way down the main pier, it seems strange and out of place for you, a cat, to be following him. And no one has really paid you any mind up to this point, because whatever, no reason to pay it mind. But at this point, if you're going to continue to follow Marv, I will have you roll some stealth rolls. Or one stealth roll. One stealth.
One stealth. One blind stealth.
The unstealthiest creature. Oh, that's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Do I still have advantage on this stuff?
Not anymore, just because we are now... Actually, no, you're a cat. Nobody knows you're a cat. Who would suspect a cat? Yeah, have your advantage.
Awesome.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
It's a 25 with my.
This is why you always roll your advantage, chat. So, Pyrie, you kind of realize that you're out in the open in what looks to be a very rough and tumble area, and you start to make your way over to what seems to be a row of small and large warehouses alike, and just kind of keep to the edges of those. Marv is within your eyesight, probably about 20 to 30 feet away from you at any given time. Eventually, as you make your way across multiple warehouses, there's small man-made stone or wood platforms with large warehouses sticking out into the water a little bit. Lots of dilapidated docks, and lots of musky, stale, musky ale air. Just like, it is not a very well cleaned area. But eventually, you make your way. Hang on. Crap. You make your way to a large warehouse, which sits just on its own small stone and wood island. with a singular dock leading from the main dock thoroughfare to it. It stands up about 3 stories high, give or take, with large wooden doors. I have an actual description. Let me grab that. Alright. The solid structure of aged wood and reinforced stone blends pretty well into the ground around it and is partially covered by naturally creeping vines and moss. The large sturdy doors are ajar, revealing a faint, eerie glow emanating from within. You see dark-dressed individuals marching around the exterior of this building. Their presence a silent warning to those nearby. And you can smell the smell of salt water mingling with the musty odor of rotted wood. As you have followed him up to this point, there is now only one way to go as he crosses this about 20-foot wide dock towards this warehouse. In order to follow him, you'll have to go across this dock with all the guards nearby. So I'll have you roll stealth again with advantage if you follow him here.
Yep, we're following. We're going in, baby.
Bet.
Someone's got to make it in. If it's not going to be...
I swear to fucking God.
Wow.
Swear to God.
Oh my god.
You're clean. You're not seen. You make it in nonchalant. You're just a cat.
You're practically like ethereal. You're like fading into no longer tangible.
God damn. Okay. All right. Pyrie. Actually, you do this one because you managed. So, utilizing the sun's shadowiness that it creates through the stone structure and the wood beams and hiding behind barrels, you move silently, making it past all of the patrolling guards, staying within about 30 feet of Marv at any given time, and manage to slip in through the main door just before it closes behind you. You are now inside of the warehouse, which I need to describe to you. Okay. As you cautiously and quietly step into a very dimly lit warehouse, the sunshine does not make its way in here, and you only have a slight amount of light from lamps sitting upon multiple sets of boxes, barrels, and as you look around this large open floor, you can see that the base floor has a stone base as the floor, and there is a second story along the edges, but the center is open space. But the second story edges are made of a wood platform. It's gonna be easier to show you, so y'all are gonna see it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Location change. Oh yeah, I can see why that's a logistical nightmare to try and
Describe. Yeah. Okay. So if you guys could see it, I'm gonna leave it right about here.
Harbor Warehouse.
Wait, huh?
On stream is gonna be the image. I guess I could show it to you here. No, you won't be able to see everything here. In any case, Pyrie, I'm gonna just
Huh?
fuck it. That's fine. We're doing this.
I'll screenshot it and throw it in the
we're
thing,
going
just
in.
in case I don't have it open.
We're in. We're
Oh.
in.
I'm so in. For the
You
first
guys
time,
are not
all
here,
game.
but you're here for purposes of being able to see what's happening.
You just put them on the sidelines.
Guys, here, you get the best seat in the house up here at the top.
Let's go.
Nope,
Nosebleeds.
Mads just got yeeted out. So, Pyrie, as you make your way into the warehouse following Marv here, you stealthily make your way into like this set of boxes and watch. And over here, so as you look around, you see lots of broken stuff. There's many manacles, chains, rusty cages filled with tons of individuals. There is at least probably about 30 to 50 people in the cages. That's not accurate to the amount of people that I put in here, but like, you know.
General gist.
General gist. The entire room is rather dark, which, let me fix that for you so it's more accurate.
Ooh.
At the center of the warehouse stands a towering half-orc male, whose imposing presence is further emphasized by his prosthetic iron hand. His stern visage is marked by a scar running down his left cheek, and his sharp eyes survey the room with unwavering authority. And besides him is a striking female tiefling with deep crimson skin and sleek obsidian horns that gracefully curve from her temples. Her features are sharp, and then softened by the flowing dark hair cascading over her shoulders. You all get a wonderful image to see. Oh, by the way,
Old, can you remind me what the setting was to like that unlocks the zoom so I can actually zoom all the way out instead of have it being pretty zoomed in on my character?
oh yeah. Go to the gears at the top right, configure settings. Go down to the zoom pan options at the very bottom, and then unclick the zoom around cursor option.
Bless, thank you.
Yeah.
I remembered it was something, couldn't remember what it was.
So there's an image in chat of the two individuals. Anna, the one of them is the one I was talking about earlier.
The
I wonder who it is.
the one for me?
Maybe.
Anna be like, you made this one for me, right?
Roll
No.
to steal her panties. Sorry. I'm not even there yet. I'm just.
You're not there.
Fine.
You're not here
I'm
yet.
not there. I'm not there yet.
Run faster, bitch. I don't know.
My sixth sense of like panties and the like antennas stick up in my brain like brain waves or whatever, and I just start booking. That's a joke. Anyway.
Crazy.
All right. So, Pyrie, hiding in these crates here, as Marv has just made his way in, you overhear a conversation as there's only a slight amount of shuffling, some light crying, or kind of wailing from some of the people trapped in cages throughout this entire warehouse. But overall, it's fairly quiet. The voices that do stand out are the two individuals in the center of the room. The large, towering half-orc and the smaller, but just as intimidating tiefling. They have a conversation that you overhear. As the half-orc turns to the tiefling, says gruffly, "Tonight's pickup has to be flawless. We can't afford any mistakes that would draw unwanted attention." Agreed. I've reviewed the list of potential captives. Only those with strong physiques and clean appearances will make the cut. We're offered 100 gold pieces for the good ones. Ensure they have good teeth, no visible signs of illness. We need them to pass through the buyers without raising any suspicions. Also, double check their backgrounds. We don't want any troublemakers slipping through who might cause disruptions after the sale. I'll verify their histories. Those with connections or unique skills will be flagged for additional scrutiny. Good. The success of tonight's transaction impacts our standing with the Syndicate and our future operations. Of course, I'll coordinate everything to ensure transport goes smoothly. Everything is set for a seamless operation. Excellent. Keep me updated. And at this point, this is when Marv finally makes his way up to these individuals. As I move him up. I can't remember what voice I gave Marv. He's just be a normal voice.
He's annoyingly gruff. That's it.
I don't know how much he's even talked.
I don't
He
think
talked a
he
tiny
actually
bit.
talked very
That was
much.
my thought too, yeah.
Like, I think we maybe heard him once as, like, a really sloshed drunk fuck, but for the most part, he's probably only, like, yelled and grunted.
I mean, he's mostly talked to Pyrie.
Oh, yeah, the cat earlier. He yelled at the cat.
Well, he yelled at me, but also,
Ah.
like, originally in the alleyway, he was hitting on Pyrie and trying to, like,
Oh, you're right.
hey.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's fine. He's getting a regular voice. Varric! Marv? Where have you been? And he smashes Marv across the face as Marv gets knocked backwards. Marv just kind of staggers. We have a problem. You haven't dealt with it? No, there's these 3 people, and they keep causing problems. They killed my men. At which point, Varric would just step forward, kind of towering over Marv, who is already a very large individual. Then deal with it before I deal with you.
Get him.
He snaps his fingers, and the snap echoes throughout the entire place. He's like, 4 men go with Marv. The rest stay here. We have a job to do. He looks at Marv again. He's, don't come back until it's dealt with. Yeah, of course, Varric. Yeah, of course. He's gonna hurriedly leave the area. I'm just clicking on everything, apparently. At which point, Varric, along with a number of individuals in here, actually. This might work out in your guys' favor. These lights are slowing my thing down a little bit. Okay. So, Marv, along with 4 men, make their way back out the door, Pyrie. Would you like to make your way out the door, or are you staying here?
Thinking thoughts. Can I stay here, but also can I, like, perception to see, like, if I can find shop owner man whose name eludes me at the moment?
Elias.
Elias.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll your perception. You're not in any rush, so yeah, we'll do that. We'll be fine.
Woohoo! You can see that guy over in the corner picking his nose.
Jesus Christ. Your rolls are just crazy right now, man. All right. So, you do manage to make out Elias over here, towards the right back corner, as he's in his own singular cage. There does seem to be some muttered conversation happening between Varric and Varissa. But you can't quite make it out as it's gotten much quieter and they've moved off a little bit.
Sorry, where is Elias?
Top right of the warehouse. I'm pinging him.
Top right. Sorry, I couldn't see the ping. I see it now. I see it.
So you are able to find Elias.
Okay. Can I also, like, look around to see if there's any, like, I don't know, potentially helpful motherfuckers in a fight kind of situation that's in a cage?
I'll say with your role, most everybody here has been disarmed if they had arms to begin with. Tattered clothing, anything of value has been stripped from them, and you can see that there are some people who obviously probably had some finer lives, like maybe they had a little bit more gold to spend than others, but in here everybody's the same, and everybody's malnourished, and everybody is unavailable for combat.
I just slink my way over to Elias.
Yeah, go right ahead.
He's gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Wait, can
As soon as you talk to him, he's gonna be like, oh shit.
Can you talk as a cat?
Can you?
Yeah,
No.
I don't know. No, I didn't think so.
Oh, you're just an animal. Huh.
I'm just an animal.
You can
and-
scritch into the ground, I guess. I don't know.
True.
That was a joke. That's
Actually,
What?
you kind of sense a shift. There seems to have been something cast right next to you, and you recognize it because it's the same kind of magic as you. And as you kind of step up to Elias, he spots you and is very quiet. He says, "Hey there, little guy. Maybe you could help me out a little bit." And I want to point out as well that I don't actually know how that would work. You sense the magic. He cast his own speak with animals on himself.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can actually converse with him.
You can converse with him.
Fantastic! Harry hasn't been able to speak this whole game.
You've been a cat for like 3/4 of it.
Pretty much.
So hey, guy, could you maybe like give a message to somebody? I'll give you treats.
We've been looking for you. In a very flushed tone.
Do I know you? Wait,
Kyrie!
you are. Oh my god, this is insane. How did you get here?
I walked in.
Hang on, wait. We'll do it this way.
What does that mean?
I'm doing a thing. I have to see how this goes.
Oh.
At which point, both of these individuals kind of look over at Elias. And Varissa kind of walks up. She doesn't see you. She's not really looking for her cat. Just kind of bashes her blade, like the handle of the blade, into the metal, and it rings loudly through the entire warehouse. Quiet. Not another word, or I'll have you gagged. walks off. They make their way a little bit further off towards over here.
Awesome.
Elias kind of looks over at you and he's like, "Gotta get us out of here." Let me know if you can hear that too, because that's very quiet. The chat.
I mean, I heard you, but like, what in the hell, Anna? I just read chat. What the fuck? I like looked over and it just seemed, please gag me, pick me.
Yeah.
All the nosebleeds.
All the nosebleeds is what got me.
What do you want from me?
Anyways,
Hot woman doing hot woman things. What do you want from me? I was
This is
just
gonna-
a guy.
I cannot wait to see if you guys get to meet up. It's gonna be so good.
oh my fucking god. Anyways,
So, do you think you could get us all out of here? Where's the other two?
media.
That is not reassuring.
Well, you see, we captured the big guy, and then we killed the other ones, and then we were gonna interrogate them. But then the shop was turned over, and then we were looking for you, and then there was guards, and I turned into a cat to hide, and I don't know where the other two went. And then eventually, Larry was chasing someone on roofs, and I'm not really sure what happened to the tiny angry one, but the man escaped. Marvin escaped hit at the potato sack, so I followed him, and here I am.
You've done.
Wait, I need to see what he would say. Hang on.
You've done so much better than I thought this would go. Pyrie, I need you to listen very carefully. There's a lot of people that depend on you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's really only you and the other two. The ones that we talked, the tiny angry one, and Liari. I think you called her Larry, but that's fine.
Lyra, yes.
Yeah. So, what I need you to do is somehow sneak in here, free me, and then maybe together we can free all of these poor slaves before we're all shipped off to who knows where tonight.
Do you know where the keys are?
He just kind of looks over at Barrick, the big hulking guy.
He's got a pair of keys. I don't know who else has them.
Done! She's gonna prance her fluffy little
Oh, no.
ass, and just sit. Right
Are you
here.
doing this sneakily or obviously?
I'm a cat. I'm a just, whether it's sneaky, sure, we'll be sneaky for now.
Or stealth if you want to be sneaky.
I'm a cat.
Yep.
I'm a cat.
Okay, alright.
And I'm gonna try and get as eye level with the big guy as possible, and then just the biggest fucking cute kitty eyes you can goddamn imagine.
Performance, please. I swear to God, I thought that was gonna be another nat 20 and I was gonna lose my shit.
Well, I have outside that he has a soft spot for cute fluffy things.
Okay, I gotta do a thing here. I gotta see how. Okay, great. Varric turns over. Well, Varric and Varissa both hear you kind of pad your way and jump up on the box. And they both kind of turn and look at you. And you just do that whole Puss in Boots thing. The big eyes. Varric kind of steps over. He's like, oh. Kind of grabs you by the collar and picks you up. You do that hanging cat thing. And he just kind of puts you in his arm. And now he just kind of goes back over here and continues talking to Varissa. You're just chilling.
Sweet. Question.
Yep.
I was gonna ask, are the other two at this point anywhere closer?
Actually, we were just gonna transition over to them, funny enough.
God.
God, oh my god, oh my
Because
god.
I really want them to find me in the arms of the bad guys. Just McChillin'.
I just... Oh my god.
I can't even with these fucking 20s. It's just been so many.
Sunny's 20s are so fucking stupid, dude. It's crazy. I just like... I think she was just born to do this, because even when she's like Baldur's Gate, it's like every other roll's a fucking 20, and I'm like, that's not how statistics work. That's not how probability works. That's not like I do that math. I don't. It's not 1 in 2. It's 1 in 20. Stop it.
Jesus Christ. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Pyrie, you are just hanging out in Varric's arms for now. Liari and Mads.
Yeah, we sure are.
Liari and Mads. Let me
I feel like
go
Elias
ahead.
is banging his head against the fucking grates at this point.
Oh, Elias is so fucked.
He's like, fucking
Just-
hell.
The way Elias started talking to Pyrie like Liari does, I started fucking losing it. Where like everyone gets small child must protect vibes, and Pyrie's like the most like serial killer of us all. I swear to God, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
I rolled how he would handle Pyrie after everything. He
Yeah.
rolled a 2, and I was like, oh god. She's an idiot. I'm doomed.
Dude,
I mean, her
and this
base
is not
intelligence
helping.
is a fucking 5, and it's only an 8 because of some random ass thing with her fucking
Right.
with being an Eldrin. So she's not batting 1,000.
Oh. So,
Holy.
Jesus Christ. So Liari and Mads, excuse me, you guys finally had to get off of the roofs and make your way into town proper, or into the main pier. Let me find that, because we are out of order of the direction I thought we were going. So everything's everywhere. Okay. As you step onto the weathered planks of the main pier, the salty breeze of the broken tide sea fills your lungs, mingling with the distant sound of waves crashing against the docks. You hear a cacophony of clanging metal from ship fittings, the murmur of negotiations, and the occasional shout of a vendor advertising their wares, and it blends into a symphony of dockside life. Rows of colorful stalls line the pier, each adorned with vibrant fabrics and banners fluttering in the sea breeze. Merchants display an array of goods catering to both locals and travelers alike, while artisans show handmade items. Scattered among the merchant stalls are numerous food vendors catering to the hardworking dockers and sailors. Some uniformed guards patrol the pier with vigilant eyes, their sturdy armor gleaming under the sunlight. They move with purpose, ensuring that all activities remain orderly, deterring potential troublemakers from causing disruption. Mads. Roll performance with advantage for me, would you? Since you're wanted by the law.
Perception? Is that what you said?
Performance with
Performance.
advantage.
How do I do with advantage again?
You just roll it the one time, and then when it comes up on the text bar on the right, you'll hover over the roll and then hit the double up arrow.
Oh, okay.
Huge. Much better.
You pass a number of guards, including the ones who chased you. None of them have clocked you at all. You seem to have been completely forgotten at this point.
You're so normal.
You also see some massive ornate vessels dominating the horizon, along with some smaller and medium-sized transport ships and ferries and fishing boats. What do you guys have for? Go ahead and make me a perception roll, each of you.
Well.
Well.
Oh my god.
Lol. Gotta count that first one, I'm sorry.
I know, it's
Yeah. Rip the double roll.
Yeah, so you guys, it's pretty dark. However, you see a lot of big ships and miss a lot of details about those ships. But further down the pier, you see at the very end of the docks stands a giant lighthouse. And as you look further down towards the lighthouse, you see the further down it goes, the more dilapidated and the less filled with people it becomes. Counting the docks, Liari and Mads, you guys can you come to the conclusion Dock 7 is going to be the final dock nearest the lighthouse.
Which checks out because it said the dude said near the lighthouse, so I'm like, okay. Sure.
But at this point, you are free to roam about the main pier if you so choose, or try and make your way towards wherever you'd like to go.
I think Liari would probably be pretty torn on this because she is going to want to go there while at the same time they still have many, many hours left until the actual drop is happening. So I think she's probably going to prioritize canvassing the immediate area because we didn't see the cat on the way here. So, I don't know, by some stroke of luck, maybe we can find the cat looking around in the area. Like, maybe she got hungry and started sniffing the food out here. I don't know. Cats like fish. I don't know, you know?
That tracks, yeah.
Yeah. So I think she'll canvass, and she'll look around a little bit better than the first time, specifically keeping an eye out for the cat. And maybe a snack. Liari will purchase
Absolutely.
a snack for herself and Mads if Mads is interested.
Yeah, I feel like Mads would just be really annoyed that they've had all this experience. Like, they've had to run away from guards and lie, and now the cat is missing and they don't know where she is. And it's just fucking annoying.
Oh, girl, you
Mads.
hangry? Oh, I got you. Let's get something while we look around for the cat.
Liari, roll me a d4. And both of you roll me a perception.
good one. The best snack ever.
The cat's missing, so
Exactly. Therefore, you're missing the best snack.
don't forget your next perception.
The second
roll there.
best snack. an edible one. That's good perception, though. Oh, do you want my perception while I'm
Yeah.
looking for the cat?
I was waiting for your perception because that's also going to dictate what you guys find. Okay.
What
So,
was the D4 for?
which shop you find?
Oh,
I have
fun.
a list.
Fun.
So, as you guys kind of wander, looking around for a cat or any evidence of a cat, you do happen to find a few animals: cats, seagulls, one dog. But the cats don't have the same coloration, and when you tried to talk to the seagull, it just attacked you. So,
Yeah. That checks out.
eventually, Mads, you get a whiff of something that just smells absolutely divine, and start following your nose, very classic cartoon style.
Yeah, I'm floating in the air.
You make your way to a very colorful blue and white stall with the sign hanging off the top called Mariana's Grilled Delights. And
Ooh.
there's a little stand-up grill there with lots of fresh fish being prepared. As they slice up the fish, they skewer it, and they put it right onto the little grill where there's a bunch of charcoal. Sprinkle on some kind of spice mixture, and put some kind of starch underneath when they plate it and hand it off to people. It's a very busy stall, and you see that the person running it is a water genasi, which you guys wouldn't inherently know what that is necessarily, but for reference, it's like a humanoid water elemental. And she has an aqua blue skin and has some like sea green hair, and it moves as if it's floating underwater. And as she moves very practiced as she skewers the fish and cooks it up. And as you approach, she just kind of smiles and like widens her arms out. And says, "Welcome! What can I get for you?" You do see there's like a little list of stuff, but there's mostly just cooked fish.
Am I with Mads, or was Mads unironically just like floating off on her own adventure?
I assumed you were following Mads.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I will take the special, whatever that is. And just like kind of salivate at the table.
Of course, I would love to get you that. She very deftly skewers a fish, sprinkles it with some spice, slaps it on the grill, looks up as Liari approaches. Would you like
Make
one
that
too?
too gorgeous.
Ooh. You got it. She does not take her eyes off of Liari as she skewers the fish, spices it, and puts it on the grill.
We're finally winning! We're finally winning! Nobody panic.
As the fish cooks, many of the stall people make idle banter with their clientele. But Mariana has not quite looked away. She kind of glances between you two. And, what are your names?
I'm Liari, and my friend over here is Mads. And we happen to be looking for a cat.
Oh.
Have you seen a particularly scrungly looking one around?
I can't say that I saw anything scrungly. I've only seen one thing I'll remember today. And she flips the fish.
You want to elaborate?
Oh, I thought it was obvious. And she looks directly over at Liari.
I'm
He
panicking.
giggles.
It's so over. I can't. Liari meets her gaze and winks at her.
Mads is gonna put a huff and just like a like God, we're doing this again.
I'm gonna pat her on the back in a real like openly friendly manner and give
Hey,
her a big old
buddy.
smile.
Mariana finishes grilling the two skewered fishes, places them in like little takeaway kind of plate things with a little bit of what looks to be some kind of mixture between a pasta and a rice underneath. Hands it over to you. Says, "Well, I'm sorry I didn't see any cats. But the next time you're looking for one, you know where to find me."
Oh, I absolutely do. And I take a bite of the food. This is delicious. I will absolutely be coming back.
I'm so glad. I can't wait to see you come back.
In fact, are you free tomorrow?
Oh,
What time do you get off work?
Hang on. Damn.
In a good way or a bad way? What is that?
I'm free tonight.
Shit.
I'm just out here to make Anna's life a living hell.
We're at such a crossroads. Which one wins out? My need for panties or my need to kill slavers? No! Fuck. One is more time sensitive. Okay. I'm still gonna be giving her the eyes when I be like, unfortunately, I am a little busy with some errands tonight. That is very. It calls for my immediate attention. But if you are free any other day, I'd be happy to come spend some time with you.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I didn't mean to intrude. And she looks between you and Mads.
No! No!
She rolled a 4.
Oh. Can I roll to see if I notice the look? Do I have to roll for that, or can
No,
I
I'd
just
say
know?
I'd say she rolled low enough. You just notice.
Okay.
Mads is just gonna
Oh,
giggle in the
honey.
corner, just like.
Like a fucking.
Oh,
gremlin.
honey, we're not like that. I'm pretty sure she hates me.
Oh,
I might.
well,
Look at her. Well, damn. Okay, this is fine.
then, yeah, maybe tomorrow. I'll be here
Awesome.
after sunset.
Beautiful. I'll come pick you up.
I sure hope so.
And with that, she kind of like gives you a little wink and then gets back to work.
We made it through the cringe chat. We did it.
Yep.
We got a date. If I live to see tomorrow, we're getting it.
Oh.
Anyway.
This market
Cool.
date
You
with.
throw a banana a bone.
Right?
You really spoon-fed me that. That was like.
Nope, that was all rolls. I'm not giving it to you, but there was an option there that was already planned.
Oh, bless. Thank God. Holy shit. Because this, in my mind, is what Liari is used to, but, like, high table, that felt like the most, like, you sad sack, here you go.
High table, I totally get it, but it's also because you haven't had a win, right? Like,
Right, yes, right.
all the
yeah.
stuff I do, there's a lot of these little rolls you see me do all the time, and it's to
Yeah,
decide the
I do.
outcome. Yeah.
Except for
don't
that one
care.
guy. I'm pretty sure that one guy wasn't having any of my shit no matter what. That bartender.
Oh no, that bartender was very one way. That was it. He was
Yeah.
very specific. There's not a lot of specific characters. Suffice to say,
But I definitely fumbled the lady at the inn for sure. That was just unfortunate.
that was very unfortunate.
Anyways, good
So,
stuff.
You guys enjoy your fish. It is absolutely delightful, especially considering you haven't eaten anything for like 24 hours. Actually, no, that's not true. You ate stuff that morning. But it is becoming... it's not quite sundown, but you are past mid-afternoon. Now, Liari and Mads, what is your next steps?
I feel like Mads would want to scope out the area even like a little bit before we are there permanently, you know? Maybe see it in the daylight before it completely...
Okay, make your way towards the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Liari, same thing?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. I'm not pressed to make a move immediately, especially since we still haven't found Pyrie. So yeah, I'd be down with like heading towards the area, at least to scout, right? At least to scout during daylight hours for sure.
Do you expect to
And it's
find
probably
Pyrie?
gonna have to be
I mean,
stealthy.
eventually.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure this bitch is gone. Like, she for real just like, for all I know, she made her way back to the inn, or like, I don't know, she just took off.
She got, well, everybody split up.
I have no fucking faith that Pyrie is like head in the mission at all.
I'm
It's
sure
gonna
she
be
found some really good
so
fruit
good.
juice.
But- So.
Yeah, if we didn't find her at the food stalls, it's doomed. I don't think
yeah.
she's here.
All right. So you guys make your way towards the lighthouse. As you guys make your way along the quieter quotations section of the pier, the sounds of lively trade give way to a more subdued ambience. Only the occasional murmur of whispered conversations and the soft clinking of crates being moved. The atmosphere of relative safety is replaced by an undercurrent of tension that sets your nerves on edge. The main pier gives way to stacks of weathered crates, old barrels, burlap sacks, piled haphazardly along the dock. The air is thick with the musty scent of aged wood and the faint odor of salt water, mixed with the lingering smell of stale ale. Nearby, several scuttled boats lie half submerged in the shallow waters, their hulls broken and salvaged. As you make your way closer and closer to the lighthouse and presumably Dock 7, you notice a group of rough-looking individuals stationed strategically along both sides of the dock. Their eyes scrutinize your every move, sizing you up with a mixture of suspicion and thinly veiled hostility. And then, without warning, some of the thugs move from their places along the docks in front of you, taking up a majority of the weather-worn plank walkway, blocking your path. From behind you, more thugs move to block the direction you came from. Actually, with both of your passive perceptions, a description of the area would be you're on a dock walkway similar to the main pier, with the exception one side has water, and the other side has what seems to be small, thin alleyways leading behind what looks to be large warehouses or closed shops. Or what was once a shop, I should say. So at this point,
Okay.
would you like to engage in conversation or anything like that?
Oh god, no. I would have been trying to go incognito this whole time. I don't want to talk to anybody. I might get stabby. I don't want to get stabby. I don't want to be outnumbered.
Haha, joke's on you!
Yeah, no.
So, people in
If
front,
we're
people behind.
if we're forced into this situation, we're just surrounded. Mm-hmm.
There's water to one side, and there is an alleyway to the other.
So we can either take the hint and try the alley, go for a swim, or...
Does it look like the guys are trying to fight, or are they just like I know they have us surrounded, but it could just be an intimidation thing, like y'all walked a little too far. Like what's the vibe we're getting from the guys right now?
You get that vibe where you just walk.
Is it Marv's guys? Is Marv one of the guys and he's just being like, "Oh, it's time," you know?
Why don't you roll perception to see if Marv's there? Well,
You want me to?
I'm pretty sure I just gouged my eyes out, actually. I think.
Matt, you're also able to roll that.
Okay.
These guys surrounding us are so fugly, I just scoop my eyeballs out.
It
It's
just
fine.
burns.
I can see.
I can see. Liara, you are very much looking for alternative options, and you're a little distracted, so you're not looking super closely at the thugs surrounding you. Mads, you have been on the other side of this enough times that you immediately seek out the leader. And from just behind the wall of people in front of you, you see a familiar face kind of step out a little bit forward. Marv peers out from behind his men. There's like a wall of like 4 people in front of you, and he kind of makes his way through them. Looks between you two. Well, well. Look who came to me. Any last words?
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? I'm Marv!
Oh, right. The guy that we tied up and put in the barrel. I remember now.
There you go. That was only because you outnumbered us. Yeah.
Do your wrist still hurt?
They didn't hurt it. They didn't hurt at all.
Last I checked, 3 versus 3 is even footing, my guy.
Hang on, I need to see something. It's, all the guys around start kind of doing a little bit of shuffling as they kind of look over at Marv and look at you two. It's like, no, that's not how that went. You surprised us. You didn't fight fair.
Uh-huh.
Are you fighting fair right now? Looks around at the what is it, 8-9 guys?
Yeah, you're looking at about with the ones that were on the dock already, yeah, about 9 guys. Marv kind of looks around at the associates he has, and all of them are kind of holding in a bit of a chuckle, because Marv is now becoming very flustered. It's not like that. We have a job to do. We're just supposed to stop you. Yeah.
Stop me from what? I'm out on a walk with my lady friend here.
We have nothing to do with you. We're just here for a walk.
Roll me. Oh God. Okay. You may take a choice between persuasion or intimidation. Both of you.
Persuasion for sure.
Not deception?
Not inherently deception, because in this particular case, this is more of a I guess they could have done deception, but in my mind, they are basically like, don't fuck with me. Regardless, he rolled a 3.
Oh, rip. We shattered his ego. Oh no.
Yeah. At this
Dude,
point,
he is fucking.
Marv,
He still hasn't healed from all the damage we did, and his knees are like.
Marv starts
Mom's
kind of like
spaghetti.
mindlessly rubbing his wrists. It's fine. No, I. Fine. But we're gonna keep an eye on you. Yeah. And at this point,
Oh.
some of the thugs
You're gonna
start to go back to their spots.
you and all of your men are gonna accompany us while we go for a walk? Are you serious? Don't you think that's a little excessive just to watch 2 ladies walking around?
Ugh, he's all angry at this point. He just starts to rush you. You made a poor choice.
Great. I'm gonna.
Nobody else is
Side-
doing anything.
Yep.
He's just rushing you. So, you want to sidestep him?
Yeah, I'll sidestep him and maybe do a little bonk on the back of the head to embarrass him a little bit if I make that sidestep.
Is it possible for me to trip him? Or like attempt to trip him?
That's funny.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Both of you roll me a dexterity check.
Just like straight up.
Just a
Dex.
straight dexterity check. Damn, Marv. It's not your day, my man.
Damn, Daniel.
Jesus.
So, Marv is very flustered. You have out-talked him and embarrassed him in front of all of his lackeys, and he starts to make a rush for you and starts to pull his blade out, a new blade that he got. And as he's about halfway through pulling it out, you manage to... Liara, you kind of just step aside, and Mads just sticks out her leg, and just that little bit of contact is enough to send Marv flying head over heels. He flips over, bashes his head into the actual dock before like doing a complete flip and landing on his ass. There is an eruption of laughter from all of the thugs and remaining slavers in the area. As Marv struggles to right himself. But the damage is kind of done. He does not have any fight left in him.
You've been hitting the sauce early today again, huh, buddy? You should probably go take a break or something.
At this point, Marv gets up, just looks at you with nothing but the utmost hatred in his eyes. He turns to the men and yells, "Don't let them onto the dock. They're not allowed here. Kick them out!" Stomps off down the dockway away from you. The rest of the slavers sort of chuckle at him, but they do turn and kind of give you that looks like that folded arm, that crossed arm look where they're like, "Look, we don't want to do anything, but like, don't make us do stuff."
I'll hold my hands up in surrender for now and be like, alright, we'll walk around elsewhere. And I'll like maybe turn towards the alleyways or something. Because you said there's like shops and stuff back there, right?
Yeah, like there's a bunch of clothes shops because this used to be a more populated pier. But now all the shops are closed, and any that aren't closed, which are not around you, aren't particularly legal. It's kind of like the black market area, if you will. But the ones behind you separate, allowing you to go backwards if you so choose. But I could say, like, if you guys are planning on making your way into an alley a little ways back, we could do that as well.
Yeah, we might have to backtrack a little bit and then dart over, I guess. But we can do that. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm done.
So, eventually, you backtrack. You make your way around some buildings. Will both of you please roll a stealth check as
Yeah.
you sneak your way?
I'm so mid today.
Between the two of you, there are some noisiness, surprisingly coming from Liari, but you do eventually make your way through the alleyways to the actual warehouse. So right
I
now
just keep
you
chuckling
are...
to myself, thinking about Marv doing that flip.
Ooh,
That's-
flip.
That's why you only rolled a 9.
Yeah.
So eventually you do come across, you get to the lighthouse, and next to it, standing alone on a solitary little island, with one singular bit of dock connecting it to the main dock thoroughfare, is a warehouse with the name Dock 7 on it. You do see the same things as described before, so patrolling thugs outside. The doors in the front are locked, but you are able to spot a number of windows along the upper floor.
Am I able to get to the upper floor if I'm like sick as fuck, or is that like a probably not?
No, that's a you just have to get into a position to climb.
Okay. Does that look something that's like like how many? Because you said there's like less people around, but it's all like seedy people, right? So
Yeah, in this dock area, especially this far down, there are very few individuals anymore. But the ones you do see are obviously seedy individuals. Like, this is not where you're gonna go unless you have to. This is where you go to get kidnapped, you know?
right, but I kind of want to see in those windows. Now the question is, do I take Mads with me? I'm gonna turn to Mads and I'm gonna be like, I kind of want to scope out that building and see what's in there. That might be the place. We haven't seen anything yet, and it looks like real bad news bears.
Matt will
Are you
probably
gonna
agree.
try and go with me? Because I can try and climb with you on my back again if you want, or do you want to just hang out here and I'll report back?
I think Mads will probably take the ride up and then see if there's like a way I can maybe go through a window, like if one of the windows is broken and it's small enough for Mads to climb through.
Every time the DM rolls dice, bro. I
Oh,
shit my
yeah.
pants.
I love instilling fear into my players. Okay.
I love instilling fear into the DM, so that works.
That is your
And your
fucking
party members.
specialty. Your questions terrify me.
This define bone. That's never not gonna
No.
stick with me.
No.
Why do you want to know?
The next question, I just straight up said no. I didn't even answer it. This is like, I'm not doing that. Mm-mm.
Jesus.
You're
Anyway.
gonna have to answer me eventually. God, I'm making your life
Oh.
easier. Asking you in advance.
All right. So you two are making your way across the dock. Are you gonna try and swim over? How are you doing this? What are you doing?
Oh, how close are we to it right now?
You're about
Like,
the distance
is the only way over like it's kind of on its own marooned sort of
Yeah,
island looking thing?
It's on its
or-
own little marooned island. The only actual walkable area to get there is actually this one pier, this one dock walkway.
the way we're gonna have to swim unless we see like a little dinghy, like a floating raft.
Like a raft would be way too much.
I just, how are you at swimming?
I'm small, but I'm mighty.
Does that mean you sink like a rock or what? What does that mean?
We're gonna find out. I might sink, I might float like a cauliflower, we don't know.
Like a cauliflower.
Oh, you
That's the point of reference, is a cauliflower.
You
cauliflower,
never
like kind of bobs around like a like a fish bobber.
You've never tried to swim up until now in your entire life. This is the first water you've ever seen.
I'm a hobbit, and I lived in the streets. Most I knew is the sewage.
Cool, and I lived in the sheets, but I know I can swim.
Matt's just gonna jump in the water. We're going in.
Okay, you guys are
I guess
jumping
we're
in the water.
swimming. Hopefully, don't jump in the water. We need to be a little stealthier than that. Like, do a nice little slide, like somewhere out of the way.
Matt will, okay,
Hey, it's just gonna make a little plunk.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna
Matt
make-
will creep over to the side
As
and then
she
just kind of
sinks.
plunk in.
And how do you do it, Lear?
Gracefully.
Define
Alright.
gracefully.
I
Come on,
need
dude, just
You know that
follow my
swan dive that Pocahontas does? No, I'm just kidding. No,
My
I will
fucking
probably
face
just like
hurts
gently
so
lower
much.
myself into the water, like
Like Rambo
I
style.
don't know, like like psyops, like when they're going in stealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like for both of you to make a stealth check and an
Yeah.
athletics check.
I would just like to
I
point
will.
out I'm still in the arms.
Mads, you have a disadvantage on your stealth check.
Rats. At least I can swim, hopefully.
Maybe.
Yeah, your
Questionable.
swim's looking real good. You gotta do a down arrow on that 13 though, unfortunately. Because if 13's as high as it gets, that's a little
Ouch.
Oh. Okay. You know what? But you get like a 7 on that cannonball you just did.
Okay. It's not actually Liara that rolled. That was me. Anyway, so Mads, you angrily just kind of get next to the water and just do a little hop in, and it's just a bloop. Just that one where you drop like a flat stone in, and it does that big tall sploosh. At the same time, Liari just kind of like rolls into the water and like slides down into it. You guys make your way across this island or this little area pretty quickly. Liari, knowing that Mads made some noise, your average for the group stealth roll averaged out very well. You managed to kind of push some wood around to make it thunk a little bit. So when a guard like leans over and looks, he looks at the thunk and he sees wood and he just continues doing his patrol. So you
Which
managed
is
not to
why
get
I got
caught.
there slower than 12. Yeah.
Where are we at here? Okay.
Yari's dog is paddling. Whoa, I'm doing the butterfly.
All right.
So, you
You don't need to
guys,
finesse you that hard, though.
you guys
Covering
managed
your
to get
tracks.
right about here. You come
Sick.
up along the side of this quay, just up the side of these crates.
Did you say Hui?
I said quay. There's no way I would say quay.
Is Quay a word? Is this something I need to
Oh,
learn?
I'm
right
sorry.
now?
Quay is like a man-made wall, not a dam,
Oh.
but something that it goes along the edge of water.
How you spell that?
Quay. I have a vocabulary, I promise.
No, I'm learning. Oh
Yes,
yeah, look
I
at
didn't
that.
know what that was.
That's sick. Good word. Word of the day, chat. Holy shit.
Which is really funny because I think out of all of us, me and Shy are more likely to see those things in the wild.
Yeah, it's not me. Let me tell you that. There ain't no quays in there. Anyway.
Just a thought.
So, you two have managed to quietly make your way up and have not been spotted alongside here. What's
Well,
your next
sick.
move?
Are the windows only in the front? Is there like a good looking spot on the side? I see there's some like boxes. Is that gonna make the climb easier? Basically the idea is she wants to look around and pick the best spot where she thinks she's not gonna be spotted and it's gonna make for the easiest climb, especially if I'm carrying Mads.
Perception. You can both roll it as well. Nice. Over on this side, you with those rolls, you do also see that there seems to be someone at the far end of this heading your direction. There is a stack of crates and a stack of barrels. Both of them seem to reach up most of the way to the window up at the second floor, and you could definitely attempt to climb those. That would probably be the easiest way to get up to that level, regardless of whether you carry Mads.
Though, we might have to stealth first. Because I don't want to get spotted climbing by that guy.
Yeah, same.
And I'm not looking to start a fight just so many people. Alright, so I guess we both see the guy, so I'll just kind of like point at the crates in front and like motion to like hide there. At Mads.
I'll follow.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
Nod.
Make your way to whatever spot you're hiding at.
Please, 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 please.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I'm somewhere in here.
In,
like I'm
in the
inside.
barrels.
Yeah, in it. Meds, you can move your token to wherever you want to be in. I'll
Where
scoot
you-
over
where you
one
hiding?
when you can
I
have.
feel like I'll be like right here. Yeah.
I'll be. Yeah.
The fear.
You didn't see anything. We are but phantom. It might have seen it.
As you guys hide quickly in the crates, this guy has he's gotten pretty close to you, and he hears something, and he steps over, and as he steps forward, a little rat just kind of runs out and scurries off. He's just like, ah, God, yeah.
It's Basil.
Rumbles, and he
It's
wanders.
Basil. He's back. What a king.
So that
Oh, he
that
fucked off.
particular guard has fucked off. At this point, if you're going to climb individually, or are you carrying Mads?
Well, I
Mads,
guess, Mads,
are you
how
riding?
confident are you in your ability to climb? For reference, I do believe that's athletics.
Matt's gonna kind of look down, kind of look at the wall, and kind of just gonna nod. I'm not so sure I can make up the wall.
All right, I'll carry a hobbit. I got it. Probably.
All right.
Matt's is gonna kind of sigh and just like jump on your back.
Hop on, gamer.
Liari, can I have an athletics check? Mads, can I have a dexterity check? This is just how well you two vibe. Well enough. Mads, it's a little, not humiliating, but like, you know?
Was
You
that
don't-
snack? It really helped.
You don't want to like hold on as tight, and so you make it a little bit more difficult because you're a little bit looser than you should be. You're not like, you know, the little spoon jetpack vibe. But Liari eventually gets you guys up to the top, and you guys push open the window and slip your way inside. You are currently...
Even though there's a guy right there?
You are currently unseen. It's just to get you in the actual spot there. Like, you've climbed up and gotten in quietly, because your stealth checks were pretty solid.
Dick.
At this point, you are unseen, but the scene that you take in before you is cages filled with people. Individuals manacled in the center of the room, crates and boxes filled with who knows what, piled haphazardly. This entire warehouse is fairly shoddy at best. You do see a number of slaver guards patrolling the area, both the upper and lower floors. And off to the side, you see two individuals. You see a very tall, broad half-orc, as well as a, tall, but smaller than the half-orc tiefling with long black hair, and they seem to be deep in discussion. Would you both roll me a perception roll, specifically?
Do we see that damn cat?
Also, actually, Pyrie, roll
Where's
me a
the
perception
cat?
roll.
Let's go.
I don't see the damn
Let's go,
cat.
Pyrie.
I forgot what cats look like.
Hold on.
I got distracted by boobs.
I also.
You also get...
Haha.
Nah, there's no perception on that one.
I'm a cat.
You're a cat. You don't get perception on that.
Why not?
But a 13 is not bad. Let me see what we get here. What was your guys'? Okay. Pyrie, with your 13.
Whoops. I meant to delete the one, but it deleted both.
That's okay. We know what it was. With your 13, you do not actually notice them entering. But also, I will point out. Actually, these two need to. Mads and Liari, as you guys enter in, you take in the room. And Mads, you look forward and see these two individuals over here. You actually, two things here. First off, you recognize Varric. You met him one time during a transport deal. You were dropping off some illicit substances.
What the hell?
Yeah. Secondarily, Varric has a cat. That seems a little out of character. Oh, actually, with that roll too, you see Elias over here.
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming Liari does not see any of this.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I
Liari
got
does
distracted
not
by
see.
boobs.
Yep.
It tracks.
Yep. For sure.
I feel like we should get like out of the way because we're like just out in the open, and it's only like a matter of time till we get seen.
Right next to a fucking guy. Yeah.
I
like,
know, he's literally right there.
is there anywhere to go in here though? Like, it literally just looks like an empty plank.
Yeah, the second floor
walkway
is
on the
a
second floor.
shoddily constructed thing. It's not built for shelving purposes necessarily. It's built for watching the stuff in the bottom floor of the warehouse. That being said, you see that these piles of boxes, as well as cages, are pretty tall. The barrels, or the boxes and whatnot, go about probably close to 9 to 10 feet tall in height, give or take. Whereas the cages themselves are probably closer to about 7 foot in height. Whereas you are probably, let me think here. You're probably about 15 feet up from the base floor.
Oh, good. Just only a little broken ankles. That's not bad.
A little bit.
Slightly.
Yeah. You're sturdy. Although 15 feet for you is like...
That's a lot.
20 feet.
That's like 30
Grab
feet
it
in
right in
halfling.
Yeah.
Half. Got him. That's good. Math. Quick math.
Right, quick maths.
I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, okay, if the stuff is standing up pretty tall, surely we could probably like do the thing where we can kind of touch that on partly on the way down, right? To like help, you know.
What are you trying
Use
to
it as
touch?
like
I'm sorry.
Use like a step.
Because if it's sitting up tall like that, that's like half of the jump right there. If we land
Yeah,
like
so-
on something and then scoot down, you know.
Yeah, 15 foot, about 7 foot, and then like another 7 foot to the floor.
Right. I'm assuming we're trying to just like jump down here.
That's
We
the
gotta.
thing to do. I mean, either that or we just stand here menacingly.
I'm.
Or
I don't know.
Menacingly.
What side are you looking at? Because I didn't perceive shit, so I'm not exactly in a position to be like.
Well, if I see Pyrie, my first thought is gonna be like, okay, Pyrie's over all the way over there.
Did you see Pyrie when she was in a cat form?
I don't think so, but I was told that she was a cat, and I must just.
Mhm.
I would assume since she's the only cat that might be Pyrie.
That's a strong assumption, but go for it. I like it. I like it. Pyrie, roll another perception. Liari, roll another perception.
Did I fix my eyes yet? I did.
Y'all fix your eyes.
I spit shined him.
At this moment, Liara, you look over and you see the same damn cat in the alleyway that Pyrie became in the arms of this giant half-orc. Pyrie, you look up on this
Jaw on
windowsill,
floor, by the way.
and you see your two compatriots clamber in through the window and kind of look around the room, kind of hunkered down. You are now
Alright,
all
then
aware
I'm
of each other.
Like, okay. At the sight of my friends, as I am in cat form, I start purring. And I need to know if Mr. Orkman will react to me intensely purring in excitement that I see my friends.
You sure does.
Oh yeah, you like the scritches, huh? He's scritching you behind the ear, but it is rough. Like this guy is fucking Lenny.
No, Lenny.
No. Jesus Christ.
I love that everybody knew the reference. I
Yeah.
appreciate you well-read people.
Yeah, that was a rough one for me though. That
Yeah, it
was
was.
very much a like.
Yeah.
That's a rough book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
special perms to not have to watch that movie in class after we read it.
That's fair.
So I was like, hell no,
That's
I
fair.
can't. Yeah,
I will. I cannot reference that if you'd like.
you're okay.
But yeah, so the rough scritches. He says, "Oh yeah." That's all. He's not really paying you any mind. They've been discussing future shipments, procurement of more slaves, and so on and so forth during your time hanging out here.
Cool. Does he have, like... Where are the keys on his body?
Oh, they're of course on his belt.
Okay, does he have any other funny adornments on him? Like, does he have little funny, like, hair jewelry, earrings, anything shiny on him that could potentially be swatted at?
I would say the most swattable objects on this guy here is he has a like a mohawk ponytail thing going on, and that like hangs on his shoulder. He also has a number of like dangly bits from where his armor is tied on. But not necessarily anything shiny otherwise. He has some bracers on as well, but they're not really shiny. So
Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. I am going to look at those, like, the little dangly bits of, like, I'm assuming because I'm in his arms, I'm, like, right there with, like, his hair and, like, the bits to, like, that I'm assuming is probably tied up with his armor. And I just start swatting like crazy. Like, I just saw something shiny.
Are you? You're actually just swatting the whole thing, just going for it.
I'm just fucking going for it. Like,
Roll
shiny thing, must swat at thing.
You may roll this one with advantage because you are acting like a cat. You are pretending, and he thinks you're a cat.
Son of a bitch.
Thank God for
was
that.
the 20.
Nope. All right. So as you are still in the crook of his arms, you start kind of doing that thing where you like turn over and you start batting at it, and it kind of flies up a little bit. And one time you bat it a little hard and it goes up and it pokes him in the face, and he's like, haha, oh, you're funny. And he gives you a little scritch. But he is very distracted by your actions. The tiefling continually just rolls her eyes at this entire display.
You may be a slaver, but he is my new favorite.
That's fucking crazy, man.
You can distract large orc man with tiny scruggly cat.
That's
It really
crazy.
just proves that everyone is a cat person.
Exactly.
Except
Well, if you
for
roll a
Liara.
20 on fucking Puss in Boot eyes, yeah, everybody's a cat person.
How could anyone resist this scruggly, adorable cat?
Okay. I have to say this because it's relevant, but I just happened to look down and I had a text from my mother, and it's a meme of a cat with an open mouth, like shock face, and it says, "Lesbians eat what?" And I would only bring it up because it was relevant. I'm like, what the fuck, Mom?
That's amazing.
She's so
Fantastic.
supportive. Anyway,
That's fantastic. Please
crazy.
don't eat Pyre in cat form. Anyways,
I don't. Would I
In
have
cat form.
a better shot if it was cat versus? I don't know. People be fucking bears and baldies. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that's valid. That's
Anyways.
valid.
Anyways,
bapping at the things. Can I like? Is it possible that like I could accidentally on purpose, like grab one of the catch one of the little funny string thingies and like, you know how cats do the funny like when they
Yeah.
when they catch something they do that funny kick thing
I know
And, like-
exactly, yeah, what you're talking about. Okay.
and just like act like accidentally on purpose like grab the thing and like undo the like part of his armor so like that chunk just like starts like flopping and he's gotta like mess around to pick it up.
Yes. So essentially, you want to unhook his armor on
Yeah.
accidental purpose.
Accidentally on purpose unhook his armor.
cat sleight of hand.
I'm just trying to decide if it gets advantage or not, and I'm gonna give it advantage.
Fantastic.
Because-
What do I click?
Sleight of hand, yeah.
That's crazy.
This is some nutty shit right here.
This
Yo.
cat is more of a thief than I am. What the hell? Why am I even here?
Okay. Pyre.
Yes.
In the arms of a slaver.
I'm sorry. The one thing that pops into my
I
head
know.
is the arms of an angel.
That's why I said it. I almost sang it, honestly. So as you're in there, you start kind of wiggle worming around to get into a position where you can kind of catch what looks like the sides of his breastplates which is tied with leather straps, essentially. And you start picking at it very softly, and you kind of keep batting it at the other stuff around so it's not obvious what you're doing. But eventually, you manage to unhook it on that side, and as you unhook it, the armor slides off to one side, catching him around the neck. He drops you to the ground, and then goes to like fix the armor. As it kind of like wiggles off to the side, and he's trying to like mess with it. He's like, Kitty, why?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
In him dropping me, because obviously he is very preoccupied with getting his armor fixed. Does this by any chance also distract the tiefling lady and be like, what the fuck?
Entirely.
Fantastic.
For sure.
Can I do a stealth check to try and grab the keys off his belt?
That will be another sleight of hand.
Show me a sleight of hand.
And just like, but like, would it be like a sleight of hand and then stealth to like slip away with the keys without him noticing?
Yeah. So here's where we're at. Let's have you try and grab the keys on your way down. But I'm not gonna give it advantage because at this point they are both looking kind of downwards at where the keys are. So I think you get one shot for it.
Okay. And he says sleight of hands.
Let's start with sleight of hands, then go from there.
Yes.
Please, gods of rolling. Son of a bitch! The one time I get a one.
They're gonna kill the cat.
I will be a good DM and point out that you have inspiration.
Oh yeah, how do I do that?
You just re-roll it
Roll
and
it?
you unclick your inspiration. You're like, Mr. DM, I'm using my inspiration die to negate that fucked up shit that just happened.
Where's the inspiration?
Attributes, right side.
Oh, never mind, I found
There
it.
you go.
Okay, and then we pretend it didn't happen. Son of a
Well.
bitch.
It was a try of all time.
Damn. All right.
That's pretty rough.
So, Pyrie, as you are released, you reach your paws out and try and grab the keys. But instead of pulling them off the belt, your arm gets kind of tangled up in them. So instead of falling to the ground, you're now dangling from his belt, kind of being bounced around as he's struggling to get the armor on. And he's like, get it! And you're starting to feel the pants go.
We're just pantsing this man in the middle.
Let me see how this goes. Hang on. He manages to hold the armor with one hand and grab his pants with the other, keeping them aloft. At this point, I would say you're not tangled anymore. You have an opportunity to try and grab it and run, but it's not going to be like a stealthy thing necessarily. It would be like a free... You know how like cats do something and then they freak out?
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, the skitter away. Scree.
So, yeah, you could do that or something else. It's up to you. But that's where we're at.
Okay, so I'm untangled now, though.
Right. You are only on the keys currently because you want to be, not because you're stuck in them.
Okay. But, like, they obviously can see me on the keys.
Well, yeah, but there's also, like, him trying to get his armor righted. And so he's also kind of busy. Oh, and he's holding his pants.
He is holding his pants, indeedy. I choose to act more like a funny little kitty. And to now be bapping at the funny keys.
You're gonna get swatted.
Performance.
There's no way that
no
man's
advantage.
patience is
No
Is
advantage.
still-
Be
This
like,
is-
new shiny thing.
Okay. So you are currently like one paw on the key ring, other one batting at the key ring and keys, while your feet are like pressed up into the thigh of the guy, and you're just hanging on him while he's holding his pants up, yelling kitty, and the tiefling is starting to just lose her shit. All the guards have now started to really pay attention to what is happening over there.
Well, that's awesome. Oh, we can actually just hide now. Sick.
You guys also have been made very aware that that cat is causing some crazy shenanigans over there.
Hell yeah.
Well, I know it's
am.
Pyrie, so
I guess you do know it's Pyrie, yeah.
I know it's Pyrie. Mad suspects it's Pyrie. And
Yeah.
they're uber distracted by that shit, so I for sure would like to just hide now.
Yeah, I would as well.
I
Okay.
I
How you
think I'm
doing
gonna
it?
go for our like left over here because it's less congested by like stuff. So it's gonna be kind of one of those like, you know, I'm kind of over here and then I kind of like maybe hang off a little bit. Well, you said it's yeah, I'll hang off a little bit and like drop down onto this so that makes as little noise as possible. And then like similarly drop down back off and then kind of hide.
Okay.
Maybe
So
under
you're-
this thing.
You're making your way 7 feet down. You're gonna hang and drop onto a metal box with people inside. And then you're gonna
Yeah.
drop down off of that, correct?
Yeah.
Mads, what are you doing?
Do I need to catch the
There
Catch
is
the
a game
baby.
called Toss the Halfling that happened in a previous campaign.
That's hilarious.
Well, because I'm
I
just
can-
I'm thinking like I should probably get picked like I guess like throw myself down and like maybe get picked like grabbed because if I jump, it's gonna make a bigger noise just because I'm
Right.
shorter.
Yeah, because you can't drop like I can.
No, either that or I have to like climb onto you and go with you when you go down.
I mean, we can do that. Because did we ever say that you technically got off of me? I know we climbed up and climbed in. Did we ever say you got
Technically-
off?
Technically, I don't think we ever said she got off, so you could still be on.
Yeah, you could just be on me, I guess, and then we just,
Cool.
you know, make our way down.
I'm gonna climb on, stay climbed onto you like a panda on bamboo, and we will proceed downward.
You're just in me.
pretty much.
Panda
Yeah.
on bamboo is an
I'll
interesting
just move my thing to the side.
way to
here.
describe that.
We know I'm under the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Only stealth. You don't want the.
I'd
want me to
say
get-
because
Oh, no.
you're.
Oh, I'm so mid.
Ooh.
Can I roll for stealth?
I was carrying a small. I was carrying-
I will say. Sure. I will give it to you. Go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Even with everybody distracted like that, this is rough.
I am working my kitty butt off.
You're doing so good.
You're
And
doing
y'all-
something. I know.
Okay.
And y'all are just
So the
Listen,
one,
it's hard to carry people.
the one that was up top did not hear or see you. As you two drop down under the rafters behind all of this stuff and a bunch of the captured, enslaved people here, this particular one right here turns after hearing a noise and starts making his way around. I need to see if
I'm gonna,
something
like-
happens.
See if I can make eye contact with one of the slaves and see if they'll like help me out here. Like, give me.
Go ahead and do
Opumi. Make some noise. Opumi.
Performance or I don't know. Persuasion, maybe? No. Yeah? No. Just a charisma check. Give me a charisma check. This is kind of an interesting roll.
It's time all that
Oh my god, no!
Oh my god.
Inspiration die, Mr. DM. I can't.
You got it.
Please, for the love of God.
Oh.
Okay. We can't fumble this hard like that.
That's a lot of dice.
A lot of dice.
There's a lot of slaves.
As you kind of look around at all the slaves in cages, most of them just look done, sorrowed. They've just given in to their new life. They've been broken. But a few meet your eyes and start making noise in this direction.
Sick.
The slaver makes his way over and starts banging on the bars, yelling, shut it, quiet down, all that usual slaver trash. But you are successfully hidden under the rafters.
That was like way too fucking hard for no reason.
Oh my god.
We're 2 out of 3 inspiration died down. That's crazy.
Yo, it's getting spicy up in here.
Jesus Christ.
So you guys have made your way down during this time. Pyrie, where were we? You were trying to steal the keys.
She's just hanging. She's
I was-
jangling.
I was bapping at the keys,
Right.
and the dude is just kind of like freaking out, trying to pull his pants up and get his armor, and then the tiefling's laughing.
Okay, so at this point, you're hanging off of the keys right now, still bapping them. Are you just doing it to maintain attention, or are you trying to steal them?
Maintain attention. I would like to steal them. However,
However,
can I just knock them off of him and just continue to pretend that I'm a cat and playing with the keys on the ground?
you are maximizing this cat form so
I fucking
hard.
am.
It's so good. Okay. Please roll me a flat d20. And we're going to add your cat strength to it. Which we'll need to look in the Discord for the stat block.
Roll up. I have a -4.
Yep.
So that's a solid 4.
You bap and bap away, but your tiny paws just don't have the amount of power required to, get that to unclip. That little, leather clippy thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't have enough mass to do it.
Damn.
It was a good try.
Thank you.
At this point, he has managed to re-secure his armor and rebuilt himself. But he has not yet attempted to pick you up, even though you're still hanging there. He's just barely finishing up that stuff.
Okay, you know how if you have a cat with a laser pointer, and
Mhm.
they do that tries to catch the thing, and it's just you move it, and then do the little jumpy thing, and it's bap, 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 bap.
Yeah, up a wall or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So because I am on this man.
Mm-hmm.
So while when he's pulling his pants up or whatever and getting himself readjusted, I'm just doing that, going up his side, trying to not fall to the ground and just cling to him.
Okay. All right. Okay. Performance, please. There's been a lot of performance rolls today. Oh my Jesus.
Another one.
You're insane.
This is unbelievable.
Where's our 20 counter where we can just count how
Yeah.
many 20s Kyrie has gotten?
Remind me
It's
to
been
put
like
that.
5 or 6 a day.
Oh my god. Pyrie, you
No.
perfectly mimicking a cat managed to like and like run up the side of Varric, all over, up along his shoulders, onto his head, back to his shoulders, kind of on his side, back to his shoulder, like eventually calming yourself on his actual shoulder, on one of them, as you kind of, I presume you're just getting up high so you don't get pulled off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of just lounge up on his shoulder, and he's like, "The little kitty, so tired."
How does he still like the cat? What the
I am so lovable, bitch.
He rolled a fucking
cat
20.
people are fucking crazy.
He
Who
rolled
thinks they
a
like
20.
cats?
I can't. In good conscience, I can't give it away out of 20. Damn it. But at this point, is there anything anybody would like to do as one of the last things?
I don't know. I'd probably just look at the slaves who helped us out in like distracting the guard to help us like actually hide, and I give them like the look of like gratitude and like I'ma get you guys out of here. Don't worry, you know, like.
Now that I'm
Like,
like
y'all got
on the
Okay.
dude's shoulder, can I like, I don't know, run a perception check, just like see what other nonsense has been going on around the room while I've been like,
Yeah, go ahead and roll it. Let's see if you can figure out where your friends went while that shit was happening. You know where you're looking. Alright. After
Let's go.
taking a moment on his shoulder, you kind of scan the room slowly. And them cat eyes make out your two friends underneath the rafters. Currently sheltered and hiding. Seemingly preparing for whatever's next. Liari, the slave, gives you an imperceptible, almost nod, and settles back into the back of the cage as the slaver makes his way back over to his perch. Mads.
Let's go. We didn't die in session 3. We're just gonna die in session 4.
Yeah, session 4 is gonna be spicy.
Liari's never gonna make it to that date, bro.
Is there any last thing Mads would like to do before we close?
Nope. I feel like Mads is either praying to the goddess and hoping that they don't die, or just praying to the goddess because they haven't done it today.
Love it.
Sure.
Okay, alright. I have noted that you are praying to the goddess.
May
With
she
this-
save us.
Huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
With that in mind, you guys have now found yourself in the center of the slaver stronghold. Warehouse, or warehouse on Dock 7. Lots of slaves, lots of cacophony that could happen. We'll find out next week.
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah!
We're gonna die down here.
Oh my god.
Maybe you are. I am comfy.
So, like, how was splitting the party, guys?
We got so lucky. That's crazy.
We got so lucky, yeah.
Best decision ever.
I feel like for all of us
It was
splitting
funny.
up, it went really well.
It really-
Having a
Really
chase
did.
scene, like all of us were in a chase scene, but it was 3 different ones.
Mhm.
I
shit was
can't believe
wild.
Mads'
believe we
whole
got away.
thing there was crazy. Pissing off the police and then actually escaping is crazy.
Oh my
pissing off
god.
the police, running into children, and just being like, "You don't
It
see
was-
me."
It was the fact that I went, try to be nice, try to be nice, try to be nice, and then I rolled the worst fucking rolls ever, and they just saw right through me.
Yeah, the dice gods know when you're full of shit for sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Today was
And then
crazy
now
for sure.
you got a date? Oh my god, you actually had a positive interaction.
Oh, finally. Jesus.
It only took 3 sessions in 12 hours.
Pyrie should have been a cat this whole time. Pyrie's just living her best life.
For fucking
This
real.
Although I missed Pyrie's commentary.
Pyrie's
It's
cat life is insane to me. There's no reason this should be working. There is no reason at all.
But my rolls have just been so good.
I can't believe how many 20s you've gotten today. It's
Yeah,
it's actually
unbelievable.
almost physically impossible.
Between the amount of 20s that I've gotten, but also the fact that like a lot of things are based off of like a lot of things are based off of my charisma or dexterity. And like I have like good like pluses for all of those, so
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Very nice, very nice.
your stuff
And
has
actually
been
perception-
wild.
Perception is based off wisdom, and I have a +7 in wisdom, so
Because druid.
yeah.
Oh,
She
as
may
a
be
fun
dumb as fuck, but
as a fun fact, I forgot to do this earlier, but if you hover over your tiefling, you can now see your tiefling's portrait. Enjoy.
Bungie, bungie.
In any case, thank you everybody for playing with us today. Good God, this has been some crazy stuff. We'll be back for the conclusion of the quote-unquote mini
Part one.
campaign. Well, at least the 4-part that I planned initially. Next Monday. And yeah, that's all I got. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday evening. And we'll see you next week. Bye, chat.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. DM.
See ya. I'm going back. I lied to you guys.
We're going back.
We gotta
We're
roll.
going back. Mr. DM, I would like to roll to steal your panties.
The day you get a nat 20, I'm gonna lose it.
All right.
Oh,
No, it was so close.
it was right there.
2 2s today. Wasn't my first one a 2?
Yeah, your
Yeah,
first
your
one was
first
a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
You're saving it up
So
for the
close.
Genasi.
I know it's gonna be the finale. The finale. We steal Mr. DM's panties,
You know what?
and yeah, I'm for
That's
sure getting her
appropriate.
panties. Like I could roll a 2 and get her panties because I'm getting that. Like she's not even gonna be wearing them. You know what I'm saying? I just have to grab them on the way out.
Oh, that's
You know,
valid. Yeah, that's
that's-
real easy to grab.
Anyway, bye chat.
Okay. On that
Now
note, bye.
bye.
Bye, chat.